could
create a link.
Yep.
Link. Come to down. Come to save. The process is over.
There it is. Deep in the heart of Mania. Isn't that what you named the episode when they were at Dallas the last time?
I don't think so.
I think it is.
You're asking too many questions, bro.
Mm-hmm. Hey, he's like, I'm too sober for you to be asking questions. Hey, turn on your volume, fool. Hey.
Guys,
Hey.
yes, actually, yeah.
This isn't your Pornhub account.
That's definitely on mute. Literally got out of Facebook jail right on time to post this stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we're live with our Wrestlemania preview show. Wow. Lucky there. All right. So share en la face. Was hanging out with my mom and dad this past weekend.
Oh, yeah.
And my mom was telling me, yeah, you know, all these old ladies, all these old Mexican ladies, they call it la face. I was like, yeah, ma, they do. I don't know why they say it like that. La face. It's Facebook. Like, en la face.
Used to be the Facebook.
El face.
El face. So you are Arnold. Joseph. Cristobal.
Christopher.
Chris Christopherson.
Chris Christopherson, yes.
That's like a porn star, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
A damn good one.
Yeah.
And just to be upfront, Chris Christopherson and I have never been in the same room at the same time. So
Facts, homie.
if you're wondering what that smell of asparagus on the table is coming from,
That was smegma.
I thought it was feet.
Yamero.
Yamero.
This guy.
Y'all can talk amongst yourselves.
all right, Arnold. Since they're already recording, he's still finger fucking his phone.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do with the Foo Fighters?
There's a drummer out there, right? That is excommunicated from a band or not in a band anymore. I feel like there is. Like Joey Jordison died too. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
I think the answer is pretty obvious.
Have Dave Grohl play drums and sing?
Yeah. And obviously the band needs time to mourn. It's
course.
Got it.
Dude, fuck TMZ.
It's kind of
fuck TMZ for showing those pictures of Dave and like just getting landing and like crying. I'm like, dude, come on, man.
yeah.
But I don't know.
It's gotta fuck with Dave on a different level that he just released a movie of his band members dying, which is a fucking cheesy ass horror movie that actually
the day before they had just released their new album from the
Dream Widow.
Yeah, Dream Widow,
which is pretty damn good, fucking good too. Yeah, good. But yeah, I'd have Dave with a drum kit center stage with Taylor's face on the front, and him have a headset with a mic and just
or
him
have
do it.
Their original drummer that quit because Dave didn't let him play drums in the first album.
Oh,
you ever watched the behind the music?
That's been
that guy says he regrets it so much. He regrets letting Dave. I mean, regrets not making a big fuss about it and just he should have just let Dave record and he played. Yeah. But also Dave was like, I was kind of a dick too. I should have just let him record drums.
He should have been like, Dave's not here, man.
Are we ready?
We're ready. Live from the landing strip in Houston, Texas, is the 398th edition of Houston Wrestling Radio. This is Abel.
This is Chris.
Oh, hell yeah. This is Arnold.
Oh!
go.
And thank you so much for tuning in today, guys. We got a great episode planned for you. This is our WrestleMania preview episode.
Good job.
So if you're watching this live, go ahead and log into your YouTube account. That way I could, see you here on the handy dandy smartphone, and I could, respond to you. So you could ask questions, fact check, talk shit, whatever. I'll see it. I'll involve you as best as I can in the show. If you're not watching this live, that's okay. You can still interact with us on Facebook, facebook.com/Houston Wrestling Radio. Whoa, WrestleMania preview episode that I always look forward to doing every year. It's a big deal. Sometimes I'm even tempted to say that this is not in our numbering of regular episodes, because damn it, this is a WrestleMania preview episode. God fucking damn, I'm gonna be excited. But I'm not.
Who's wrestling?
I don't even know. I'm gonna try to not be a Debbie Downer, but I've been very down on WWE for the better part of half a year now. So
Rightfully so.
Okay, cool.
Rightfully so.
Cool. I'm glad we're seeing that there. I think, Chris, you're up to date on all of it. You've still been watching, right?
For the most part.
For the most part.
Oh, yeah.
Arnold, have you been watching WWE?
It's been on
Okay.
in the background.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right.
I can kind of follow a couple of storylines. I'm not gonna shit all over the product. Some of the shit's going down is good. This is the best I've seen Seth since 2015. I'm enjoying the fuck out of this Seth Rollins run.
Devil's advocate. What is a Seth Rollins right now in 2022?
I don't know, but that's undefined. Yeah, undefined. He's his own thing now, which is good because 2015 Seth was that freaking rascal. You know what I mean? That weasel. And then from then on out, he was just Seth freaking Rollins and just the best fucking professional wrestler in WWE besides AJ, for years. And he did the thing, the fucking the fist, the cult leader guy, yeah, Drip God, all that stuff. But whatever he is right now, I don't know what it is.
Okay,
but I'm here for it.
All right,
I am here for it.
Scott from Scotland. He's joining us in a live chat. He says it's Seth freaking Rollins. Get it right.
So we're gonna get the downer stuff out of the way fast.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Because 2 hours later,
wrestling talk, we're still laughing.
Yeah.
Program sucks. Life sucks. We still laugh about it. First thought when Razor passed.
Hey yo.
Oh, you're talking about keeping it light. God damn.
Oof.
All right. Yeah, that I'm sad about it. It really sucks, especially since I'm kind of involved in the independent scene here, and Razor didn't have that big of an impact here in the independent scene, save for one particular person. So Dave Duperon, Super Duperon, he was trained by Razor.
Oh,
so
really?
yeah.
I didn't know this.
Yeah.
Nice.
So he took it really hard, and I don't want to say we're really, really good friends, but we're fairly close. So yeah, he says he took it hard. I really felt bad for
Is it
Duperon,
safe to assume that the trainer-trainee relationship, he still had somewhat of a line of communication with Razor, with Scott?
So yeah, he admittedly said that he hasn't spoke to him in a while. I don't know exactly how much a while is, but he does remember that one of his last conversations he had with him was when he was leaving New York to come to Houston. And so it was kind of rough on him,
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I can't say that I have that personal connection with Scott Hall, but every time that I think about it, I do remember that he was one of the first interviews we had on HWR that was big name. After we interviewed Scott Hall,
Y'all interviewed Scott Hall?
Yeah, we interviewed Scott Hall.
Didn't know that.
After we interviewed Scott Hall, whenever I was out at ROW or whatever, and it was passing out like business cards and flyers and shit to Hey Tune In, one of my pitches was, hey, tune in to our show. We talk about wrestling. We have interviews with guys like Scott Hall, and I would say that. And
Yeah.
like I remember that was kind of a big deal.
You can
and
say
then,
that and not be full of shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
You can see that like, you go from there to
yeah,
you see the tilt. In the
yeah. So it was like, oh, Tito Santana. And I go, great. And Scott Hall. Oh, what? Really? Oh, okay. You know,
And Scott Steiner. Did he
Brendan
teach
Williams.
huh?
Brendan
And
Williams.
Brian, yes, Maced. But so there was a little bit of a special part of my heart because of that, and then also, of course, WrestleMania 30. You know, when we set up that booth at WrestleCon, one of the guests that was at that booth there, Scott Hall. You know, so yeah, man, it was like I never got to the point where I had a very deep connection with Scott Hall, but like he was always so close to like having a connection, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it sucked. I didn't like it.
How about saying goodbye to Triple H's career in the ring?
You two didn't want to say anything about Scott Hall?
Oh,
Did you
yeah,
want to say anything about Scott?
I do.
Okay.
And that's just echoing the sentiment of everyone that has talked about him, about like one word to define him. And that was just cool.
Oh,
Just
man.
because he simplified cool. Like
Yeah.
he just radiated cool.
You would
He
say
was
maybe he
oozed
oozed.
it. Yeah. It was just like, dude, he was, because again, I'm gonna be 35 this year, so like, I'm that age of like coming of age, right when he was making his ascension. You know, the first memory I have like of getting cable and watching Monday Night Raw barely
Yeah.
was his little feud with the 1-2-3 kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
I love the 1-2-3
yeah.
kid.
That
So,
upset win. on
yeah,
Raw.
exactly. That little fucking moonsault thing, he
And then
covers him.
where he took off with the little bag of money.
Yeah, yeah. And then like
Lightning Kid is what he was at the
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
so like he kind of correlates with my like falling in love with wrestling.
Okay.
Almost
It's like association.
yeah,
Yeah.
almost still in that larger than life character, but edgy. You know what I mean? At the same time, and it's just so fucking awesome. And then of course the fucking outside. I'll never forget at this point not having cable, but being told the next day, "Hey,
Yeah.
Razor Ramon came out on Nitro last night," and I was like, "What?
You know who
He
I
just
am.
wrestled Goldust like fucking like a month ago.
Yeah.
What do you mean?" He's like, "Yeah, they told, yeah, they're this," and I was like, "What do you?" And then like weeks later, Kevin Nash and the whole NWO thing, and just like, oh,
Yeah.
I was
That was so cool.
reeled me in. I was
Yeah.
fully in. So, and then, but I also remember the downfall of him and seeing like all of his, videos that went viral back in the day when viral was first starting to become
Yeah.
thing, and just the downfall of Scott Hall and him being like, fuck, he's not going to make it. And then with DDP, and he made it.
He made it.
Fucking got better, and just like such a roller coaster that we've lived on with him. Like,
And then he fell off after and got clean again.
Yeah.
And just I must have shared at least like 3 times in the week after he passed the video clip of Call cutting a promo in WCW, and a fan threw a beer
and just
hit him right in the
fucking-
head, and he just used it to
Yep.
like smooth his hair, and
Yeah.
then just it's just like
in stride.
yeah, he didn't let that break him at all.
No, not
Yeah.
at all.
The stories. I think I mentioned this I'm sure I mentioned this on the air when we recorded this episode years ago. I drove out to Dallas to watch the preview of the Resurrection of Jake the Snake, and they started talking about how the thing was Scott Hall and
Tony Storm.
Oh, wow.
AEW.
and even. I don't want to say I knew this was coming, but when we see guys like Eddie Guerrero, that have gone through their trials and tribulations, even if they're clean, that's taken off some of that sand in the hourglass. The time is fleeting. But that fucking seeing the clips from WWE replaying that message of bad times don't last, but bad guys
Oh,
do.
yeah.
That line is
Yeah.
so fucking legendary.
Yeah. He left us with that.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a punch in the gut, man. I wasn't expecting it, but we're at that age now where the people we look up to are starting to like pass on,
Yeah.
or knocking on the door if it's time to pass on. Triple H had that scare.
Yes.
You know,
Okay.
and then-
Now we can transition
yeah,
to Triple H.
And Triple H cut the promo with the interview with Stephen A. Smith. He's done wrestling.
Yeah. Good for him. Good for him to realize that he has a serious enough medical issue that he needs to hang up the boots. And I think he's been around wrestling long enough to see guys not hang up the boots and then suffer repercussions, you know? So I think that he's going to be smart enough to know that, all right, I am done and I'm done, you know? I don't think that we're going to have 16 different retirements for him. I don't think he's going to do that old school mentality of all the people that he grew up watching doing that kind of thing. Just
like
going,
Funk.
Yeah, like Funk.
Flair.
Yeah. So I'm glad that he's hanging it up. Now, I'm not glad about the circumstances. You know, when he's talking about like him being this super healthy guy, never knew about any high cholesterol, never knew about any high blood pressure.
Tested often.
Even with all that being in peak physical specimen, you know, even he has fucking heart issues, and that sucks because just a couple of weeks ago, I went to the doctor and they're like, "Hey man, you have high blood pressure. We want you to monitor your high blood pressure."
Mm-hmm.
And I've been checking every day. I got one of the little at-home monitors, and my blood pressure has been high as fuck for the last week and a half. So I'm going to start having issues, knowing that my dad had issues. My dad had a heart attack 2 years ago. So it's like, oh fuck, man, this is going to be, this is serious. You know,
that interview was pretty damn heavy, man. Because of course I didn't see it initially. I just saw the whole social media thing last week and be like, oh damn, cheers, Triple H. But I actually sat down and watched the interview, the 15-minute interview over the weekend.
Yeah,
and I was like, damn, it got me thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, my dad died of a heart attack.
Yeah,
I have up until my last physical, I always every time I want to go get checked because I was sick or whatever, they always said, "Whoa, man, your blood pressure is really high," and I was in my 20s.
Yeah,
but the last time I actually got a physical was 4 years ago. They said I didn't have high blood pressure.
Well, you got really badass insurance. You could do a physical for free.
35, baby.
Yeah,
a couple months. So, I know it's something I need to monitor on myself.
Yeah.
But with him, it was like he did everything right. He was exercising, eating right, everything.
Yeah.
Something you can't help.
That's
if
he was
hereditary, then it's you're doomed.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't want this to sound bad.
But
Triple H's character on television isn't really a character that you garner sympathy for because he's larger than life.
Yeah.
He's the king of kings,
Yes.
the cerebral assassin. Guys like Daniel Bryan that are our size, our height.
Mm-hmm.
That's the guy that you actually feel for.
Yeah.
25 years in professional wrestling. Watching that video was the first time I felt for him.
Yeah.
I know this is him, the person going through these issues, but whenever he's on camera, he is always Triple H.
Yeah.
So to see him fighting the urge to break down when he's bringing up his children
his
about,
kids.
oh God, dude, it got me. It got me really good. This might be the weekend for everyone that deserves their roses to get it.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be cool to see him out there just to get the adulation of 25 years of being, or 27 years if you want to count the tenure that he's doing at NXT, of being the reason that we have this next generation of wrestlers here, because it is the other thing that got in my heartstrings a bit was a tweet Mustafa Ali sent out, that out of all the things Triple H did in his career, he opened the door for a room full of dreamers. And there's a picture of him in the ring with the cruiserweights, with the Cruiserweight Classic, and Mustafa's right there. I was like, fuck, man.
Yeah. That's what I think because you can name names, literally DX, fucking Evolution, the Game, you know what I mean? That interview with Jim Ross where I am the Game, all kinds of shit. Motorhead, multiple fucking every theme song he's ever had has been fire. Every single theme song.
Even My Time.
Yeah.
My Time still
was the
stands
best.
out.
I like it.
Yeah, I still jam
The
that.
drowning pool version of his song is
Yeah.
amazing. But every single time he has a song, whatever, all that shit about him, great, Intercontinental champions, whatever, European, all these badass, the ladder match at SummerSlam with The Rock, 98,
98.
great fucking match. WrestleMania
Strap
14,
match he had that year also gets kind of underlooked, but that strap match with The Rock was just as good.
WrestleMania 15, where he turns on X-Pac, legendary shit. WrestleMania 17,
Street
The
fight.
Undertaker, legendary shit.
Yeah.
He should have lost it to Booker T. At,
Yeah, he should have.
but
19.
everything else just
He had some
fucking
banger matches with Jericho.
dude. Yeah. Out of all that, I say all that to say what I think I speak for a good amount of our style of wrestling fans.
Mhm.
What I will be very, very much grateful for is NXT.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude,
Great call.
he made some of us fall in love with wrestling again. Because I got back into sports entertainment in 2011.
Mhm.
Whatever, it was what it was, and it was nice. There was nothing else on. And I was watching it. It's cool. It was entertaining. But what he was doing behind the scenes to build up what was FCW into NXT
Mhm.
and all of our pretty much our favorite current wrestlers, he has his fingerprints all over them.
Yeah.
Or it would be with him and Dusty, you know what I mean? Like, he gave all of them a chance. 2019 was the fucking peak of NXT. December 2019, when they invaded fucking SmackDown because all the other
Playing in
people were
Saudi.
stuck in Saudi. And they took
Yeah.
over probably the best SmackDown I've ever seen on accident.
On accident.
Yeah. So, like, that's what I would be like, yeah, dude, this guy, he got it. He said, you know what? I see this. Fuck, he is halfway responsible for AEW, I would say.
Yeah.
Because he got wrestling to be cool.
Yeah.
Or he
I
helped.
think the footnote on that of how he got AEW started, I will never forget this. This is the value of Paul Levesque. Brooklyn, NXT Takeover 1 sold 200 more tickets than fucking SummerSlam the next day.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
That's Triple H. That's
Yeah.
not Vince McMahon.
Mm-mm.
That's Triple H. That's Dusty Rhodes. That's Shawn Michaels. That's literally the antithesis of what sports entertainment was that Sunday.
Yeah.
That was what you were getting on Saturday. And the show that it could be done
Mm-hmm.
laid the foundation for someone like Tony Khan to be like, I'm going to take this and I'm going to make this grow. And this is what we're going to get. And that's what he got.
I mean, hell, he took half of his wrestlers.
Having the pulse.
He was
of
given half of this.
Oh,
Just-
yes.
the picking the right music
Mhm.
for takeovers, for
Yeah.
like performances, fucking Code Orange, Incendiary, Poppy, like
Poppy,
yeah.
yeah.
dude, he got it. Like he gets it, and that's what infuriates me even more. What NXT 2.0 is,
Yeah.
like it sucks
Yeah.
because his handprints aren't there.
Yeah.
It sucks. It's Vince McMahon's NXT.
Hector says in the live chat,
Hey,
was Triple H the last of the Attitude Era or does Jericho count? Jericho counts,
Jericho
but
counts.
also Goldust.
Yeah.
Dustin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the last of the.
He's best of the
main
rest.
card. He's the last of the main card.
Goldust was best of the rest. Jericho was like the last
Mid-card.
of the main card because he had showed up right at the tail end, I think.
Yeah.
He was the last of the big ones that came in.
Triple H lasted through the right before. What was it the generation right before called?
New Generation.
The new generation.
Mhm.
He lasted from the new generation to the Attitude Era to the
Everything.
Ruthless Era, whatever, Ruthless Aggression Era, to the PG Era.
Yeah.
Say what you want about him, but I mean, much like how we say about Razor, in like the early 2000s, 99 to 2001, dude, Triple H was cool.
Yeah.
He was the cool shit. Like I used to draw his little logo,
Yeah.
the backwards
H's
H's.
backwards,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's fucking cool.
I mean, I gotta be honest. I really like DX, and sometimes I like DX more than I liked Rock and Stone Cold. Sometimes, not every single time.
I enjoyed DX more with Triple H as a leader than Shawn Michaels.
I
Yeah.
agree. And when it was Triple H and everyone but Shawn. When Shawn was gone, it was Triple H and the
Road
New
Dogg,
Age Outlaws and
X-Pac.
X-Pac. That was my favorite version of
Mhm.
DX.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That promo he cut right after WrestleMania 14 when he brought out X-Pac.
Yeah.
That's how you knew he was on the rise.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah.
So wrestling took Triple H. What do you do with Big E?
Well, hold on. I just want to throw one other one out there, and now we can move away from the retirings and the deaths. Earlier today, a Houston Independent stalwart passed away, and that's Mad Dog Kenneth Johnson. So I had the pleasure of working with him in the same locker room. I want to say maybe like 4 or 5 times. He was mostly, in that time, about 4 or 5 years ago, a manager, because now he's kind of, older. But, he used to be, actually in the ring and stuff. So with him being gone, I see a lot of my other, indie wrestler friends here in Texas, like, kind of mourning the loss too. I know you guys probably aren't very familiar with them, but I know that, like, there's probably going to be a lot of people out there that are, especially if you're, old school Texas indie fans. So yeah, he passed away earlier today, so that sucks.
This is the first time we get to talk about the neck injury that happened to Big E on SmackDown.
Okay, yes.
No surgeries required. No. Do you have him wrestle?
Do I have him wrestle?
Yeah. Does he wrestle again, or do you just?
He's gonna wrestle again. It's gonna take a while though.
Really?
If you listen to the New Day podcast,
okay.
you wouldn't think that.
Yeah.
He, in his mind, and just by his, I don't want to say I can't speak for him, obviously,
right.
But the way he speaks about it, he said that he doesn't want to be doing this until where he can't move, where he's too old. He doesn't want to overstay his welcome.
Yeah.
He'd rather get out before. And what time better now than, like, dude, he won the fucking WWE championship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What else is there left to do? He holds the record of the most tag team, the longest reigning tag team champions. Literally, probably the 1A of or 1B of best factions ever.
Yeah.
The New Day.
Yeah.
I don't think he should. I think he could be fine. I think the WWE will use him very well, much like how Tyson Kidd is probably better off now than he ever was as a wrestler.
Okay.
But I mean, I don't want to not see Big E anymore. That's me selfishly wanting him to come back. Me selfishly wanting him to win next year's Royal Rumble and fucking, win the belt at Mania.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But if you were to listen to the way he speaks on the New Day podcast, he's one of not he won't go do all that stuff just to wrestle again. He'll be like, "Okay, cool, that part's over. Now it's on to this."
Okay.
I see Big E as I see Big E like Edge, or like Trish, or like Lita, where they have the injury that's like, you know what, I'm scared, I don't want to fuck this up, and then 7, 8 years, 10 years later, it's like, you know what, it's feeling good.
Yeah,
I think I got one more run in me, or I got one more appearance in me, or I have an actual match.
Yeah,
that we can actually build on. I think if Big E is not a commentator, he could definitely be like a backstage announcer.
Dude, Big E on commentary will be fucking gold. Big E on the mic in any kind of capacity is fucking gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His ideas, his mind is just brilliant.
I definitely wanted to see him somewhere.
Well, he had launched his a cartoon. What it was called, but every time they talk about it, it always sounds interesting. But I just never got into it.
You're not talking about Laser Wolf, are you?
No, he was part of that.
Yeah.
There's another one, kind of like a after school special type.
Okay.
Yeah.
Laser Wolf was weird, but it was kind of funny in its same. Did either one of you see that?
I've
heard
he
of
always
it.
They always promoted it on New Day podcast.
It's an acquired taste, but once you acquire it, it's pretty funny.
Where do you watch it?
I think it was part of Adult Swim. I want to say
maybe.
Yeah. But you know what? I don't know. I can't see. I don't think Big E ever hit the top peak of his bell curve. So I think that if he were to get healthy, I think he still has some left in him. So I don't know. I mean, would it be the smart thing to do to not? I mean, yeah, I guess, but I don't see him as wrestling a dangerous style where it was like Brian, yo, you need to calm down.
You have to remember.
right?
You have to remember that it wasn't
him that
it
that
wasn't
haired
his
him.
dangerous style that
I
got him into
Totally
situation.
100% understand that.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man.
I need to get Arnold's attention.
Okay.
One word. Butch.
Ugh.
Is that in the dictionary? Is that like? Can you spell that out?
I think it's spelled Y-U-C-K.
Okay.
I was more UGA to go. I brought that pizza out. Do I like it? No. Do I like his answer to the question that he got about the name? Yes.
Okay.
He doesn't get
That's fair.
Yeah. He's like, I don't. Pete Dunne was what I've done as Pete Dunne. I don't care that the name won't define me.
Mm-hmm.
My wrestling skills and my work will define me.
Yeah.
Granted, he's on the sidelines for WrestleMania.
I mean, there's been wrestlers known to get over names like Wahoo McDaniel, so yeah, you could get any name over. Now,
a guy named Biggie who's not even 6 feet.
Yeah. So
he'll always say he's not tall.
He's Biggie.
He's Biggie.
Yeah. Yes.
But no, I mean, I don't like it.
Just remember, it's WWE. It's not his work that does the speaking for him. It's the booking that tells him what to do.
Mm-hmm.
So we've seen him steal shows at TakeOver. We've
Yeah.
seen him record-holding title reigns for NXT UK Championship or WK Championship. But now that he's on Raw or on SmackDown on the main roster, he can do everything he fucking can. But if they're only giving him X amount to work with or X amount distance to go, one word, Butch.
Silly.
Yeah.
I think it's just a silly name change. Like it is too derivative, I guess. Like why? Like he's Butch. Well, he's not that big. He's not butchy. He's like, I mean, he's just.
What's the guy that broke you Biggie's next name?
Holland. Rich Holland.
Rich Holland's real name is Luke.
Okay.
Luke and Butch.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
In unison, we do the arm thing.
I mean,
it's good shit, pal.
Yeah. I mean, maybe that's why they gave him the name Butch as kind of an inside rib. You know, is that what it was?
I'm pretty sure that's exactly.
People know him by a lot of things, but we call him Butch.
Yeah.
I guess it makes sense. That's a good way to write it out. You know, it's.
I mean, it could be worse for him. He could be Ricochet.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, the work will speak for itself. Yeah, you lose 3 matches in the span of 6 minutes over 4 days. Yeah, you're fucking
all while being the Intercontinental Champion.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it could be worse. You could be the United States champion.
Yes.
One word.
We're getting ahead of ourselves here.
There. Right now, Butch is just there.
Yeah.
Victim of circumstance. Goddamn, strike 1. I get this fucking shitty ass name. Oh fuck, strike 2. Rich Holland knocks out the 3rd that was supposed to be in our 6-man tag, so that I could actually wrestle at WrestleMania.
1 week before Xavier Woods was supposed to come back to complete the trio.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason Biggie was on SmackDown was because Xavier Woods got hurt.
Yeah.
Although, on the bright side, I do have to say that I've enjoyed Xavier Woods on Attack of the Show.
I keep catching clips of him. He doesn't. He's having the time of his life.
He is having the time of his life. So he's really enjoying it, and I'm enjoying watching him.
They haven't done a new episode of the New Day podcast in like 4 months.
Oh, really?
I've been listening to the best of every Monday. Every Monday, I hope to get a new episode. Is the best of.
Got any matches of the weeks?
Damn it! I gotta look to the chat because I know I do have one for WWE too. I think.
Really?
I posted it in the fucking group chat.
Considering that I've only really watched AEW, it would just be from AEW. But I mean, I'm blanking. Nothing's coming to mind.
Let me help you. Cage match, Thunder Rosa.
Oh yeah, that was within this.
Yeah, we haven't. Yeah, that's match of the year candidate for me. Shit. What's a better AEW match than it so far this year?
I can tell you what's on our listing so far.
Yeah, sure.
22 match of the year candidates from Revolution, dog collar match, MJF, CM Punk, Is the women main eventing Dynamite with the title change more important and more entertaining, a better match than the dog collar match? Abel.
No.
Arnold.
Yes.
Wow. What's the deal maker or what's the deal breaker? What is it that's giving them the edge? Make the argument. Defend yourself.
Long-term story, and that's why I'm surprised you said what you said.
Oh.
As fast as he did.
Long-term storytelling.
Yeah.
Scott.
The fact that we all expected it at Revolution.
And it didn't happen.
It didn't happen because why? Because we're going to be in her adopted hometown next month. Let's
No,
be up there.
primarily numbers game. How do we avoid the numbers?
Yeah.
Stick them in the cage.
Yeah.
It
Also,
just happened to be in San Antonio.
it also evened them out as far as the pinfalls.
Yeah.
So it just everything aligned so well. Thunder Rosa's entrance.
Da-da-da-da-da,
My God, great! But that match was not too gory. It was gory, but it was classy gory.
Oh.
So it was.
Thumbtacks in the cooter glory.
I mean, BDSM,
Aubrey counting the
BDSM.
pinfall in the tax.
Hey, give it no fucks.
None.
Yeah.
Whatsoever. Better match. I didn't lose focus because in that Punk MJF match, it was like a little 3 to 5 minute window where I was like, "What's going on?" There was like a bit of rest holds. I don't think I at least I don't remember Thunder Rosa and Bird having that many rest holds in this match. And also aesthetically, I like what they do with the cage in AEW. It's kind of like a little mini Hell in a Cell. It's not on
Now
the ring.
it wasn't like that with Wardlow and Cody. They've modified the cage.
Was
and
it like that
it
with the
wasn't
Lucha
like
Bros?
that with the Lucha Bros.
Okay,
either.
so I like what they're
made
doing with it
changes.
now.
They've
Aesthetically,
made
it's really
changes.
cool. It's in between a cage match and a Hell in a Cell match. I like that. And the right person won. The atmosphere. I had 2 friends that were there for it.
Oh.
Apparently, it was like
The shit.
Yeah.
They were hot all night.
Yeah.
San Antonio
Yeah,
was.
they
That was
were.
their first Dynamite
mhm.
in the existence of the brand. So
Yeah, and I think historically, it's in the grand scheme. I think it's going to matter. That match is going to matter more than Punk MJF.
Okay.
That's just me personally.
Okay.
Whatever it is out of them two, I ain't gonna be mad.
yeah.
But I personally think
I think the one thing above others that's keeping Punk and MJF above for me is that we have the benefit of watching that match uninterrupted.
Yeah.
Either if I was in the crowd or if I, even after the fact, in hindsight, if I find an uninterrupted commercial free to have the complete opinion.
Yeah.
That's a good point too.
Picture in picture, I don't care. I fast forward.
I tune out, dude. The 3-minute lull for you with Punk MJF. That's my 4-minute lull is the picture in picture. It's like, oh, let me go take a picture real quick and reload on beer.
Now the aura of Punk coming out to fucking AFI, that might and it was a great match, and it was, you know what? I mean, whatever y'all decide, but I love that match of Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker.
Right now it's 2-1. Punk over Rosa, so it's probably gonna stick that way for a while.
That's fine.
There's a couple others that I got. The opening match for the
you're moving on to another match?
Oh, go.
Okay, because I immediately said no.
Oh yeah,
but nobody asked me why.
Why?
Hey,
what?
Why?
Oh well, I'm so glad you asked. Scott the Scott, I see you. Scott the Scott says the cage match was trash. I'm questioning y'all now. No, you're questioning Arnold. You're questioning Arnold. Although I agree with all the things you said, Arnold, about the story, the atmosphere, the historical significance, the title change. I agree with all of that. And even I agree with the gory but not too gory part. I loved Aubrey coming in and counting. I loved all that. That was all 10s across the board.
Yeah.
The reason that it brings it down for me is what's the opposite of snug?
Loose.
Thunder was a little
feathery.
loose. He was okay. Thunder was a little feathery. There was a few spots where it was that that lucha, I'm gonna go faster than what I need to go. So I wind up like just whiffing stuff or just like, okay, cool. And then like just go to the next move and boom, boom, boom. Like it wasn't snug.
It didn't have the charm that fucking Sasha and Bianca Belair had last year at Mania, where they fucked up. They almost fucked up, but the fact that it was close to a fuck up but got away with it and gave it a little bit of grit.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing I've noticed lately with Thunder Rosa. It's a little bit of a negative. She's an MMA fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Play some of that into your matches.
Yeah.
You know, let it loose a little bit. Don't hold back on the punches. You know, and it just looks like there was certain people that she thinks that can handle it. She'll rough them up a bit. If it's somebody that she thinks, I don't want to hurt this one, feathery.
And I don't know if it is that I don't want to hurt him or if it's like I'm just trying to get to my next spot. And it may not have been all Thunder. Some of that may have been Britt. But
that
there
Brit style is not strong style.
Yeah, but there's
very few women on the AEW roster that strong style is not.
There was a handful of times, a few times when it was like, God, that was sloppy. You know, like that particular move or that particular exchange, or like, why the fuck are you not selling right now?
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, you're just gonna pop up and wait for them to jump on you. Like, and I think Britt did that where it was like, boom, instead of selling, she's like, boom, okay, let me get up. You know, and it was like, no, there was technical issues with the match. The story was great, the atmosphere was great, all of that stuff was great, but the match itself, I didn't like it. I didn't like that. Unpopular opinion, but I don't think Thunder Rosa is that good in the ring. That's what Scott says.
It's a very unpopular opinion.
That is an unpopular opinion. Again, I see
to us Mexicans.
I can see. Well, that's the thing. I see that some of her featheriness feels a lot like old school lucha style, where it's like just trying
move,
yeah,
move.
jump, flip, run, more flip, counter, but it's
slide out.
Yes, yeah.
Round 2.
Clink.
Digital bath from Belching Beaver in San Diego. You want another?
Yes. Can I get some more water? Garçon.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's my first time trying this. It's brand new. It's fucking good.
That's good.
I think Belching Beaver is like 4 for 4 with me.
Belching Beaver?
Belching Beaver.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to call you from now on, Arnold.
I've got some matches. Opening round to find qualifiers for the ladder match for Stand and Deliver. Escobar and Cameron Grimes.
That sounds good.
That was actually very good.
Escobar
I liked it a lot. Yeah, Escobar won. I didn't watch last night. Apparently, Grimy won at the end.
Good ass match.
What was that? I missed it.
Grimes, Roderick Strong, this is the most I've cared about Roderick Strong. Since like I've started.
Was it like a losers match? Like one last chance?
Like last chance match.
Nice.
Roderick Strong, Cameron Grimes, and tip of my tongue. It's 3. Roderick Strong, Cameron Grimes,
Kushida.
Fuck, I don't remember.
Don't get me lying.
I don't remember. I fell asleep. And I didn't fall asleep because I was bored. I fell asleep because I was fucking tired yesterday. Yeah. So I was like, who won? Oh, Cameron Grimes. Damn. Fuck, this is a badass match. So I rewound it a little bit and then well, it was from what I saw, what I remember. Great fucking match.
Negative point. NXT aired last night. I was at work today. During lunch, couldn't find it. After lunch, the power went out at my branch, so I had nothing to do. Peacock still didn't have last night's episode of NXT for me to watch, so I had no chance to watch it at all. So I have no idea what happened last night. I went through Wiki to update the rest of the card. But
Raquel Gonzalez came back to save Dakota Kai, so they're a tag team again.
Yeah. Another one out of the box. Jax Dane against Anthony Mayweather, who was Crimson. Crimson. Yeah.
They were a tag team for a while.
Yeah, and Dane betrayed him. And this was for the NWA United States Championship, and Mayweather beat him.
Oh.
And then after the match, Dane jumped his ass.
Okay.
And then he invoked his guaranteed title match clause. Apparently, there was a tag match that happened weeks ago or months ago in NWA, and whoever won that match, they get one title match of their choosing whenever. So he instated that match, and they did a brand new match. And Crimson he had sold a knee injury throughout the entire match, which was really well done. That was, oh man. If it's on YouTube or somewhere, make the effort to watch it. It's really good. And then the rematch, Jax Dane just beat the shit out of him and took the damn title.
Yeah.
Beat Crimson for the title. It was very good. That NWA show was that second night when I caught that second night. The stuff I saw was pretty good. I liked it a lot. The asshole in me has to say it, Chris Rock, Will Smith.
Oh, it wasn't even a match.
One thing before we get out of this topic. Well, I had an almost match of the week candidate last week.
Oh?
Hit me with it.
Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles in the main event of Monday Night Raw.
Okay.
It was a fucking banger.
Yeah.
Like, we start off the episode by saying Seth Rollins, AJ Styles, best two professional wrestlers in WWE, and they fucking showed why last Monday. That match was like, it was there, and you knew Seth was going to lose because it was if he lost, he was going to take his place to fight Edge against AJ Styles.
Yeah.
So whatever.
Why is it not a match of the week candidate?
Count shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Yeah. Match is about to be pretty much about to be over, at least time wise. Like, oh shit, they're getting to the nitty gritty. If I'm not mistaken, Seth is gonna go for a curb stop, or Seth goes to the rope.
AJ was gonna do the phenomenal forearm.
Yes.
Edge comes from behind and hits Edge with AJ with a chair, so AJ wins by disqualification.
Yeah. So if you don't know, Seth Rollins has been trying his ass off to get onto WrestleMania the week before. But 2 weeks before that, him and KO lost a match to get to WrestleMania to the tag team titles.
The week after that,
him and KO fought in the main event.
I'm going to have my own TV. I'm going to have my own segment, my own interview show on WrestleMania. And my guest is going to be Stone Cold Steve Austin. I was like, no. And then Kevin's like, no, what are you doing? Come on.
So they fought for whoever wins gets to interview Stone Cold. And Kevin will beat him. And so, yeah. I mean, we all know who's going to be his opponent on Saturday.
Yeah.
Are y'all ready?
Here comes the money.
Y'all ready for this?
I'm ready.
All right. Deep breath. WrestleMania weekend. I'm going to just route out matches. I'll tell y'all when it's time to do numbers. Mark Hitchcock Memorial Super Show. Tomohiro Ishii against Timothy Thatcher.
Oh, ouch. I'm sore thinking about that match.
Yeah.
Ooh. Some teeth going to be lost.
He's running out.
Oni Lorcan against Minoru Suzuki.
I'm even more sore.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Tag match, Low Key and Homicide against them boys, the Briscoes.
Okay. That's interesting.
There will be blood.
MLW Azteca Underground. Bandito against Flamita.
Who's Flamita?
Mexican mass high flyer.
Okay.
Who's Bandito?
Oh, Bandito's Mexican mass high flyer.
Alex Kane, ACH, Myron Reed, and Puma King for the open weight title, Fatal 4-Way.
ACH was Jordan Miles in the next
Yep. Right.
Mods Kruger, Richard Holiday, and Mil Muertes, 6-man tag against the Von Erichs and Hammerstone.
Okay.
New Japan's TV taping, Lone Star Shootout. Speedball, Mike Bailey against G. White.
Oh, okay.
You know, Abel loves him. Jay
White.
White.
Love me some Jay White. I really like his Speedball.
New Texas Pro Wrestling presents Cowboys from Hell. Josh Alexander against Brian Keith for their world title.
No shit. Hell yeah.
How does Brian Keith sound like 3 already wrestlers?
Because he is an ROW
He's
wrestler.
an RW guy.
No, sounds like 3 wrestlers already exist.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Brian Keith. Daniel Bryan Keith Lee.
Impact presents the multiverse of matches.
They're still They're still trying.
Mixed tag, Matt Cardona and Chelsea Green against Nick Aldis and Mickey James.
Oh.
Huh. That's a novel
I like 50%
idea.
of that match.
Which 50?
Chelsea and Mickey.
Okay. Okay.
Speedball Mike Bailey against
That guy's gonna be busy.
Yeah.
Alex Shelley.
All right. Yeah, that sounds like that would be a good matchup too. Yeah. Yeah.
Eddie Edwards against Tomohiro Ishii.
God
Isn't
damn
Eddie
it.
Edwards a writer for WWE?
No.
Chris Sabin against Jay White.
Oh shit. Okay.
Isn't Chris Sabian in AEW?
No,
That's Kip Sabian.
that's Kip Sabian.
The Good Brothers against the Briscoes.
There's a lot of double duty going on.
All
this
right,
weekend.
there is.
Tag team match. I don't know how this worked. Moose and PCO against Jonah and Alexander. Josh Alexander.
Who's Jonah?
Heavyset from NXT.
Oh,
Oh, that guy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
yeah. For our audio listeners, I put my hand in like a dinosaur.
The claw. Yeah.
Dark Order.
They are also
Bronson Reed.
Bronson Reed.
Bronson Reed. There you go. Didn't Chelsea Green get hurt?
Yes. she
Yeah,
broke her
she's still
wrist
wearing the cast.
again.
Yeah,
For
again.
the
Oh,
third
wow,
time
yeah.
in 2 years.
All right.
The Champ
Shoot some milk.
Challenge. Deonna Purrazzo will defend either the ROH Women's Championship or the AAA Reina de Reinas Championship against question mark.
Ooh. It's gonna be Athena.
Tony
This
Storm.
will get Abel's attention. Vincent, Chris Bay, Rich Swann, Willie Mack, Trey Miguel, Jordan Grace, Ultimate X match for the X Division
It
title.
sounds
Yes.
like an episode of Black.
Yes.
Dude.
Damn.
Woo!
Wow.
SmackDown, Ricochet, Humberto, and Angel Garza, triple threat Intercontinental title.
WrestleMania SmackDown.
Give me a number.
Name them again.
Ricochet, Humberto, Angel.
Triple threat
Triple threat.
for the
Intercontinental.
Taking everything out, taking all the disappointment, taking all that shit out.
Just at face
Just
value,
give me
the talent.
match in between the ropes. I'm at an 8.
I'm also at 8.
Yeah, because Ricochet, for as much shit we're talking about, we're shit talking his burial. Ricochet is still as good as he was as Prince Puma.
Mhm.
He's in fact, he might be better. He's bulkier.
King
he's
Ricochet,
stronger.
Prince Puma.
Yeah, yeah. Because he's got bulk on him now,
Yeah.
but he's still got the speed. So he's got.
And he
strength
doesn't
and
do as
speed.
much high. He's pulling an Osprey.
Yes, yes.
He's pulling an Osprey. He's grounding himself a bit more than, and not relying on the high flying stuff.
Dare I say, kind of strong style stuff he's starting to come out with lately
Getting there.
too. He's getting more aggressive, and I like it. I'm here for it. And then the Mexicans, fuck,
They fly around.
Yeah, they're good. They're both
Where
good.
you at?
5.
Yes,
Predict the winner?
Ricochet.
Oh, yeah.
It
Yeah,
needs to
Ricochet.
be Ricochet.
Yeah.
God damn, that boy needs a win.
Anybody give a shit about the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal? Finn and Damian Priest are the only 2 names that I could think of that are
When
in
they're
this match that
supposed to be
matter.
fighting each other at WrestleMania instead.
I'm gonna go with the 2.
Just for those 2. 2.
Sure.
Yeah,
I have Damian winning it.
he should.
Twice?
He
Didn't
twice.
he already win
No.
Andre Giant
No.
Battle
who
Royal?
won it last year?
Priest.
I have no idea.
Because it was on SmackDown.
Yeah, that's what
I'm pretty sure Priest won it last year.
I don't know. No, last year he fucking fought with Bad Bunny
Yeah,
and The Miz.
yeah, he was a tag match. Yep.
Was it 2 years ago that he won it?
I don't
I
even
don't
know.
think he's ever won it.
Okay.
Anyway, it don't
All
matter.
right.
The pay-per-view, the event that I am looking forward to all weekend. So please play along. Supercard of Honor, Ring of Honor, the return. Tony Khan's Ring of Honor.
Tony Khan's Ring of Honor.
Lee Moriarty against Jay Lethal.
What day is this? Friday or
Friday.
Saturday? Okay.
Friday night. Clashing with SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Lee Moriarty, Jay Lethal.
Mm-hmm.
Number.
7.
I'm at a 4 because I don't know what Lee Moriarty is except for the one match I saw him with
Daniel
Daniel
Bryan.
Bryan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
I really
badass
liked
match.
it. And Jay Lethal's Ric Flair promo will live in infamy for the rest of my life. And
That's my line!
Oh yeah, I watched that in its entirety
Which
3 times this week.
which promo is better? Them dueling or the part which I prefer where he put over his mom. He's like, my mom's at home, knows that I've made it in the business because I'm in the ring with fucking Ric Flair. When he gave him the ring. That look at that.
Goosebumps. I didn't see that one, but
Watch
to me,
it. I'll send you the link.
that is like the
He comes out imitating Ric Flair, and then Ric Flair comes out, and yeah.
Nice.
That's the which kind of bums me out that Jay's got the whole fucking like macho tribute still. Even I don't want him to do macho. I don't want him to do Rick. I want him to fucking wrestle. He did a better homage to Ric Flair being the heel Ring of Honor World Champion when he had the championship, and they were still on fucking. It wasn't HD Net. It was fucking Sinclair when they first got on Sinclair, and Jay was doing his decent Ric Flair imitation of being the heel champ. He fucking pulled it off.
Something random. When I was in Dallas working for a week, I didn't get fucking neither goddamn TBS nor USA, so I didn't get to watch any wrestling when I finally had uninterrupted time to watch wrestling.
Yeah.
But I did get a random channel that showed, I don't know what year it was, but it was ROH, CM Punk wearing gym shorts against Roderick Strong.
It was a Hall of so building up to this weekend. They've been having special edition episodes for every person that's being inducted in the Hall of Fame. So they did one episode on the Briscoes, one on Joe, one on Punk, one on Danielson.
What channel was it?
Sinclair has their own channel, and they have
Sinclair.
Yeah, Dallas and San Antonio have Sinclair.
Yeah, it was a good fucking match. I don't remember who won because I was asleep, but
it's old.
Yeah. Anywho's
I've got Lethal winning, but Moriarty's gonna be looking.
Yeah, I got Lethal winning too. Lethal needs to win.
Alex Zane against Swerve, Shane Strickland.
Ooh.
So I don't know much about Alex Zane.
Neither do I.
Is he ready to sign Zane?
I don't know. Maybe.
Is he in Zane?
Yes.
I'm gonna go with the 4 because I don't really know much about the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6 mostly for Swerve.
Swerve's winning it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Mm-hmm. As he should.
Yeah. Been waiting for this long enough. The Briscoes versus FTR for the Ring of Honor tag titles.
Shit.
Last Ring of Honor pay-per-view in December that we ended this. Well, during the show, FTR invaded and they fought the Briscoes, and now finally tag match for the titles.
I'm gonna go with the 6. I've always not liked but respected the Briscoes. I've not always liked FTR but respected FTR. So both of them are kind of like for me.
Yeah.
And knowing that the Briscoes probably don't have a future in AEW, that by proxy means that they might not have a future in ROH. That tells me FTR is probably going to win this. So,
Arnold, number, FTR versus Briscoes.
I might bring y'all down with this, but it's going to be a 5.
Okay.
I like FTR. I've liked them since freaking
the mechanics.
Yeah, since back in the day. I love watching them wrestle. Love what they're about. As much as I'm too young to appreciate what they do as far as like the old school wrestling, I love watching it because it's not boring.
Yeah.
Their wrestling style isn't boring, even though some people don't like it. It's like it's wrestling.
It's almost like a hybrid of old and new.
Yes,
because they do the old school mentality, but they break out new school shit.
It's like it's like early '90s WCW meets 2015 NXT.
Okay,
that's what their style.
That's fair.
What I can think of.
I get that.
I have no fucking clue what the Briscoes are. Mm-hmm. I just know I read some of the shit that dude said.
Long time ago. He's apologized for it then. He's apologized again now.
And so is Deshaun Watson.
You know? Yeah.
So you can apologize for after you get caught as many times as you want. If you get caught, are you really sorry?
No.
Like I said, I don't know. I don't know anything about them. I just know every time I see pictures of them, they look raunchy as fuck.
Their wrestling is raunchy as fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, he's smashing Red Velvet, so whatever.
So I'll balance it out.
Okay. 10? Are you serious? Okay.
Out of everyone in this group,
tell me about why. Tell me what about the Briscoes?
The Briscoes have this redneck mix of high flyer and stiff punch you in the fucking mouth.
They do refer to it as redneck kung fu.
Yeah.
Okay. I see them.
Mark's more of the
backyard
agile.
wrestling.
Mark's more of the agile guy. Jay's a lot more of the smash mouth.
He's the ball
kind of rest. Yeah. At one point, both of them held the Ring of Honor World Title, so it shows their worth. Most of this is pretty much just the past 4 or 5 months of fucking hype.
Yeah.
You know, Coronet's frothing at the mouth that we need if Coronet likes a tag team like the Briscoes so much that he's willing to defend them, there's got to be some weight there. The beginning of this whole storyline where FTR invaded fucking the Ring of Honor show, Final Battle, and ever since that moment, and then they're ducking, or they're going, or one's injured, or now the AEW exec doesn't want to have one of the Briscoes on because of homophobic things he said, or opinion that he had himself that he said years ago that at the moment he apologized for, and then he's apologized for since, and he's still worked with trans wrestlers, with gay wrestlers, with gay Effie, with everybody. Everybody accepts them now as who they are, regardless of flaws, and knowing that they have a boundary that they're not going to cross, by that being the Briscoes not knowing, being accepting of everything around them.
Yeah.
That's the hard part of shit in general and drama in professional wrestling, is like, when's enough? And like, who do you need to satiate that you've paid the due? Or when is it okay? Who's the one that has the authority to tell you it's okay for whatever situation that a certain wrestler gets in, that their opinion gets them out of whatever? The match is going to be fucking awesome. This might main event the fucking show. I could see that main event the fucking show. It's probably that this is one of the 2 matches that people are going to be talking about the whole fucking weekend after it's over. And I'm dying to see it. And I got FTR winning.
So does Elias in the live chat.
I've got FTR winning.
Yeah. Again, like we can debate the morality of cancel culture and all that, but the fact is, it seems as though Tony Khan's not interested in them.
Yeah.
Because of this stuff. And if Tony Khan's not interested in them, and Tony Khan's the one that owns it, then that means I'm not going to invest too much in there until I see otherwise. So, yeah, FTR is going to win.
Josh Woods against Wheeler Yuta for the Pure Championship.
So I don't know much about Josh Woods immediately. I don't. Wheeler, he's growing on me a lot. So I'm going to go with a 6 also.
Pure rules, 3 rope breaks. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know who Josh Woods is, but same. Wheeler Yuta, the past 2 times I've seen him on TV,
he's winning you over too.
Yeah.
Now, you mentioned the 3 rope breaks, that's it, and you just kind of blew past it. What happens when you get past that rope break is kind of interesting. So you get 3 rope breaks, as in if you're in a hold, you could reach out to the rope and break it 3 times. If you're on the 4th time and you're in the hold, he doesn't have to break it.
No.
So he could fucking pull you back and use that and tap you out, even if you're touching the rope, which I really like that rule.
Yeah. Woods stood out when he won the title at Final Battle. Yuta's been winning me over too. Apparently they had a banger at fucking Battle of Los Angeles between Wheeler Yuta and Daniel Garcia that I've been trying to find, because apparently that's like the coming out party for both the guys. Daniel Garcia wound up winning the tournament, but Yuta actually showed his worth in that match. I've been trying to find it. I'm at a 6, and I've got Woods keeping it. He just got it. I'm just as in the last show. I doubt him to lose it anytime soon.
Elias in the live chat seems to be a big fan of Josh Woods.
Willow against Mercedes Martinez for the interim women's champion.
Another match where I only know 50% of the card. Who's Willow?
Is Willow Willow Nightingale?
Yes.
She was eye candy on Women of Wrestling,
yes.
right? Oh,
Willow Nightingale.
Yeah, I like her. I like her a lot. Versus who?
Mercedes Martinez.
Mercedes. I don't like Mercedes a lot.
What?
You really don't like Mercedes.
Look at him. He's the Undertaker fan in the front row.
I really don't like Mercedes.
Really? Why? Why?
I don't know. It's just something about
I see
her.
why you like Willow Nightingale.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
yeah?
Oh, yeah.
I see why you're grinning like that.
Yeah.
Quick.
I don't know. Just I think I don't like her because I'm supposed to not like her, and she's just that good of a heel that I'm like,
You're not a fan of the Boricuas?
I guess not. I don't know. Every time it's like, Mercedes, okay, she's probably gonna kick some ass, but like,
See, I'm backwards. Every time I'm like, oh fuck yeah. Oh, what are they doing with her? Like everywhere she goes, they fuck up her booking.
Yeah. Or her character.
That's
she came
probably
out with
why I
that
don't
Mortal
like her.
Kombat jacket for a while.
because she's always
I
like,
honestly liked it.
she's always
I also like Xia Li's character, and they should do shit with
she's
it.
always the heel that gets built up to lose to whoever they really are pushing, and that's why.
AEW fucked her over nasty twice.
Yeah.
7. I've got Willow retaining.
6. I got Willow. I fucking love Willow Abigail.
4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
The main event. 5 months in the making. Bandito against Jonathan Gresham. Undisputed Ring of Honor World Championship. Was supposed to happen in Final Battle. Bandito got COVID with 4 days before the show. So they replaced him with Jay Lethal. And Gresham beat Lethal at Final Battle. So he's the current interim champion.
Hector says Bandito had a great match tonight, by the way. Elias says, I don't care. If it ain't Perazzo in the match, don't count me in. All right.
I can't disagree with that.
I really like Jonathan Gresham. I really like Bandito. You say that this is 5 months in the making. For me, it's 5 minutes in the making. I didn't know this match existed until right now.
Hey, sometimes you said it yourself. Sometimes I just need that 30 seconds.
Yeah. Well, you give me a nice little 30 seconds
That's what she said
before the show too.
4 times.
Hey,
Made it worth it for her.
Yeah, I mean that's 2 minutes.
Yeah.
That's a heavyweight bout. I'm gonna go with a 7. On paper, this seems really good, but I mean,
you don't have much investment.
I don't have much investment. And see, I like Bandito whenever I do see him, but I've only liked him because of what I see in between the bells. I never know what a Bandito is.
Yeah, I get you.
Okay.
Neither do I.
All right.
Fair.
I got a 0 because I have no idea who fucking either one of those two are.
Oh.
Yeah.
You don't know Jonathan Gresham?
I'll need to find you a Jonathan Gresham match. Oh,
Is
you'll
the guy
love him.
who does it play at New Japan?
No, it's not New
What's that
Japan.
guy's
It's
name?
English.
The white guy?
Oh, Zack Sabre Jr.
No, that doesn't come.
Play.
Oh, Kevin Kelly?
There you go.
No.
No?
The guy with the beard. He got really mad when JR got knocked over that one time.
Oh, Josh Barnett.
There you go.
I didn't have time to find all the shit. There's another blood sport happening, and the Japanese guys are fighting that shit too. I'm at a fucking 10 for this fucking pay-per-view. And apparently it's typical Tony Khan fashion. There's a surprise at the end. Don't leave early.
That's exactly what he said.
So
El Generico's coming back.
Oh shit. Oh man, that'd be crazy.
the character El Generico is somebody else.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Numbers. Whole show.
For which one? The
Supercard.
ROH show?
That's a pay-per-view?
6.
Yep.
My expectations are low. I don't have high anticipation levels for it.
Which means it'll be all fire matches.
Yeah, it's gonna be fucking 10 out of 10. I'll be like, oh shit, I gotta watch this. Which I'll be pleasantly surprised. I'm glad
it's gonna be
filmed
Friday?
where?
Friday night.
No, where does it
Where?
take place?
Curtis Caldwell Center.
Where?
Dallas.
Dallas. Okay. Where?
This is WrestleMania weekend.
So,
Everything happens in WrestleMania.
One of my good friends is becoming very, very famous on the webs right now. She does a lot of the photography for a lot of indie. Her name's OMG Jess on Instagram. If you see all these wrestlers keep posting their pictures, you'll see them tagging her, and she's getting a pretty big name for herself right now, which is
cool.
Really good to see. Yeah, she moved to Cali with like her husband like years ago, and she pursued photography, and look at her now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's cool. Random.
Hall of Fame. Saturday. Friday after SmackDown.
Can't wait for Vader's speech. It's time. Oh, it's time. It's Vader time.
Oh,
woo.
You and the Bellas both.
Yeah. Give it to me. Ooh.
Should we tell him now?
Yeah.
What happened?
Vader's dead.
What?
He's dead.
Next thing you'll tell me that Hulk Hogan's a racist.
Hulk Hogan's a racist.
What?
Next thing you tell me is that Ric Flair was not eating that girl's pussy on the train.
No.
Give me
Not
the
even-
plane.
Don't even dare tell me that Brett screwed Brett.
No, Brent did not.
Vince
Brett.
screwed
Oh.
Brett.
Vince screwed.
Yeah.
Wasn't part of the script for Wrestling the Shadows at all.
Yeah.
Unless Brett's in the red room and he turns around and uses the doorknob, then Brett
Yeah.
screws Brett.
Yes. Next thing you're gonna tell me is that Will slapping Chris Rock was not planned.
It was a work.
Yeah.
21-1. Your favorite Undertaker Mania match?
Fuck. Shawn Michaels. I had a conversation with you guys earlier this week about what was a better Mania match.
Hart Austin or
Hart
Taker?
Austin or Taker Shawn. I initially said Taker Shawn. Then I went back and watched
Austin
Bret
Hart.
Hart, and instantly that was just Taker. I mean, Austin Hart, probably in my top 2 WrestleMania matches of all time.
Taker versus Edge for the title was pretty good.
24. You were at that one.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. I'm going to take a page out of your playbook.
Okay.
One that gets overshadowed. One that was built almost perfectly. Legend versus Legend Killer. Randy Orton. WrestleMania 21.
That was a good one.
That's a fucking banger.
One that also gets overlooked, but okay, it's a lie saying it's overlooked because there was a sentence, like a description of it at the end of the match that never will live in infamy. But Undertaker Triple H 2, end of an era. That match was fucking fire.
That was pretty
That was
good.
the best
The
match
Hell
of
in
the
a
night.
Cell with Shawn Michaels in the ref.
Yep.
You know, I'm gonna be a troll. Let's say Undertaker versus Brock at WrestleMania 30.
Story time. My bad.
The Japanese guy that I sat with, that motherfucker got
No.
Shigenchi.
My only tour I ever went on.
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard this story. You said it on the air.
Yes.
You were watching this on the stage on the phone.
Shut up. Let him tell the story.
I was in Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth to be exact. My band had went on. I was watching WrestleMania in the back of the venue with the guy who was running the show on the WWE Network that had just gone live on his phone. Started watching it on my phone, but it was glitchy as fuck. So his phone, he had an iPhone, whatever. So we were watching it, the whole pay-per-view. Oh, cool, this is that. We saw Daniel Bryan's first match, great match. Bunch of stuff going on, right? Then I go play. That's my set.
Yeah.
Half an hour set. Come back, cool. I get to watch Mania. Fuck, I don't give a fuck about these bands. I'm like, I'm here. I come off stage. I get on my phone. Facebook is just fucking going nuts.
Yeah.
What the fuck? What happened with the Undertaker? And then I fucking open the fucking app and it's glitching again. Of course, it's fucking T-Mobile. So I was like, "Fuck, what's going on?" Then I run back to the dude. He's sitting there just like this. I'm like, "What happened?" Taker lost. I was like, "No, he didn't."
Yeah.
And then the next thing I see, I go again to look at my phone. The first picture I see is this guy. I was like, what? And then I go back and watch, and I'm like, did that just happen?
3 F5s.
Yeah.
I'm in the nosebleeds with Scott and Lisa, and we're all like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? That
Was it that silent in
That
there?
deflated us for about
Yeah.
That deflated us for a good 30 minutes. I think 2 matches happened, and I was like,
AJ Lee versus All the Divas was the next match.
Yeah.
oh my
Nobody
God.
gave a shit.
No.
Nobody gave a shit. I was stunned and shocked too, and I was standing up just in disbelief, and Randy was just sitting there like, "I told you."
I thought you were there.
I was.
Should have
Randy was
divorced
too?
her.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Should've divorced her.
Shut up.
I was just like,
Oh,
what
man.
the-
Oh, Hector says Taker versus Kane. That's a good one.
Which
Which one?
one?
Mm.
14 or 20?
14 was fucking great.
14 dragged a bit too long for me. 20 was better. If we're going just off of those two, because Kane's selling the fact that Taker was supposed to be dead and wasn't even supposed to show up at this Mania. And he's just like, you could see the fear in Kane's eyes that he wasn't ready for that smoke.
Bias here.
Oh, shit, you were at 20. Oh, my God, I was at MSG.
Nope. Undertaker versus John Cena. I was there. First time I ever got
34.
to experience Undertaker. Bianca has a video of me
Crying.
crying.
Mm.
I waited 30 fucking years to see that.
Nice.
And I'm just forever.
And you probably got one of the best matches physically. All
Yeah.
he did was a choke slam and a
just fucking
tombstone.
squash
And that's
John
it. And the
Cena.
big boot.
I was
Snake
so
eyes.
happy. So happy. I was like, perfect.
Dude, his entrance with the match against CM Punk, where it's like the zombies reaching out. And
Oh, that was really
oh.
cool. That was cool.
Chef's kiss. That match gets underrated too.
Yeah.
Because the WWE doesn't like talking about it.
Mhm.
That
It's,
fucking
well, it's,
elbow drop.
it's uncomfortable because they went that Punk went there.
With
That's
Paul
right.
Bear.
Right. Well, Bear
And you
died.
know what? They say it themselves. Paul Bear would have fucking loved
Yeah.
Yeah.
it. It would be his idea.
If
So-
I die, keep me in the story. I want that Mania payday.
Who did he wrestle at 10?
Oh, Sid?
Nope. That was
No,
13.
It's 13.
Oh, who did he wrestle at 10? Okay. It's,
Yoko?
Okay, you know what?
No, Yoko fought Luger.
Let's see if I still got it. 8, Jake the Snake. 9, John Gonzalez. 10, Buck. 11,
10 was Superfly.
Was it?
In the tail end, it was a tail end of Superfly's career. You Google it. Let's see if we're
Yeah.
right. It might be
you
Superfly
might be right.
because some of those early ones get way underlooked.
Because I was gonna say him versus Jake the Snake was actually pretty damn good.
That
Yeah.
was very good, but people sleep on it because it's old. They don't
When
wanna go
was
back
it?
and
Him
watch
versus Hogan. Was that not even at Mania? Was
That
that
was
at
never at
SummerSlam?
Mania.
That was
that-
SummerSlam, right?
That
Taker
was
versus
a-
Hogan?
King Kong Bundy at WrestleMania.
Ah, what?
Oh, it's always a blurry ass picture.
I promise you, a blurry King Kong Bundy does not look like Superfly.
Oh, WrestleMania 7? WrestleMania 7 was his first WrestleMania?
Okay.
Speak on it. Run off the streak. The first matches of the streak.
Scott says he didn't wrestle at WrestleMania 10.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I
Okay.
can't remember him being there.
Guess not.
There we go. Give me something on Vader.
So
Besides Boy Meets World. Hit me with actual Vader.
Okay. Snuka at 7, Snake at 8, Giant Gonzalez at 9, King Kong Bundy at 11. He wasn't at 10. Diesel at 12. That's when he laid him out in the middle. That was Diesel's
Yeah.
last match in WrestleMania. That was a good match too.
Sid at 13. Kane at 14.
Yeah, Big Boss Man.
Big Boss
15.
Man 15.
He wasn't at WrestleMania 2000.
Wasn't at 2000.
Triple H
17,
here.
17. 18 was Ric Flair. 19 was 2-on-1 handicap
Nathan
match.
Jones against
No,
H-
Nathan
H-
Jones was the partner.
Yeah,
It was A-Train
A-Train,
and Big Show.
yeah.
And then 20 was Kane.
Yep.
21 was Randy Orton.
Mhm.
22 was Mark Henry. 23 was Batista. 24 was Edge.
Okay.
25 HBK. 26 HBK. 27 Triple H. 28 Triple H. 29 CM Punk. 30 Brock Lesnar. 31 Bray Wyatt. 32
Roman?
No.
He
Roman was
Oh,
33. Shane. 33 was
Oh,
Roman because I was
yeah,
at
that
33.
oh, and then
34 Cena.
AJ, and then 35. AJ Styles his last match.
wow.
It wasn't 35. I think it was 36.
Mm.
It was COVID. 36.
36. Yeah,
So who was 35?
he
He wasn't at 35.
He didn't wrestle at
He
35.
came out the
at
next
35.
night and beat Elias.
Yeah, he didn't wrestle 35. There we go.
Fuck yeah.
Wow.
Vader.
Vader. Back to Vin.
Can't
Big
wait for
Van
that
Vader.
fucking speech.
You know, as amazing as Vader was, I can't remember any matches that I'm like, oh fuck yeah, Vader.
Him and Shawn Michaels.
Yeah?
SummerSlam 96.
Okay.
96. I'd go back. Vader versus Sting in WCW.
WCW, where he puts that big
Had the
thing
helmet,
down. Yeah.
And it's
Ooh.
smoked out.
Yeah.
Sting.
I really don't like the way I like and I don't like the way WWF treated him.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was a big fucking deal in New Japan.
He was.
He came
And in
here,
WCW.
yeah, and in WCW.
NWA.
Mm.
Then WCW.
Fair.
Because he was
His
part of
match
Jim
with
Cornette's
Kane at
thing.
No Way Out 98.
Yes.
Yeah.
But what I always remember about that feud with Kane is Kane with the wrench in his eye. Bam! Ooh.
That was my first WWE show. No Way Out of Texas
Out of
98.
Texas,
And I asked my
98.
dad, is he
What?
okay?
What a clusterfuck of a show, though. Like
Yeah.
the main event.
Sean backed
was-
out with like 3 days because he had back issues.
Yeah, yeah.
And they replaced
like-
him with Savio.
Savio Vega, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking weird.
There isn't much of that pay-per-view that I remember.
Nope. But yeah, Vader, great, not great, good run in WWF. He was part of that faction that Jim Cornette had with Bulldog, Owen Hart, Yoko, and Vader.
Mhm.
I remember him squashing a Gorilla Monsoon in the turnbuckle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was good. But yeah, he put over Sean. He was in that little faction with Mankind too, I want to say. With Uncle Paul.
I think so.
I think so too.
My favorite moment of the Steiner Brothers was when Scott turned on Rick. Super Brawl.
Oh.
They did the pose, and he's down there,
Boom.
and then boom. Yeah. Steiners are also in this year.
I don't know, man. I was very partial to the old school Steiner Brothers to come out with the Letterman jacket,
Yeah.
with the Michigan fight song,
Yeah.
and all that.
I
like,
actually liked them that way.
yeah.
Them coming out. Rick Steiner breaking Buff Baggle's neck.
Oh.
I seem to remember a match vaguely of them versus like the Beverly Brothers. It just beating the
Yeah.
Beverly Brothers.
Them versus the Quebecers.
Oh yeah.
Killer Bees.
Yeah. The Steiners are good. And then Braun Breaker should be the one to introduce them.
Queen Charmel.
I mean,
If you don't have, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Okay, so
Damn.
moving on.
damn, really?
It's not that I don't have anything nice to say. I don't have anything to say.
Oh, okay.
And I preface this with, I will always say this. I took a big ass break from wrestling,
Mm.
and I think that's when she was big in WWE. Because
Yeah.
I don't remember anything about her.
I mean, she was never a wrestler.
no,
She was a Nitro girl, and then she was.
I remember her
Queen
being.
Charmel.
I remember her
Yeah.
being scared of the boogeyman.
Yeah, I remember that. too.
My fondest memory of Queen Charmel was buying tickets for the first PWA show when it became a thing,
Mhm.
and she was at the ticket booth.
Yeah.
And she signed my ticket.
That's why
Yeah.
I think
She was
like
very nice.
Queen Charmel would have been somebody to induct if the WrestleMania was in Houston.
Yes, Queen
ROW would show the fuck out.
Queen Charmel was the very first interview that we had on HWR, and yeah, I can say that I've been to her house.
Nice.
So yeah,
Stalker.
yeah, I know,
Yeah, we
right?
know.
No,
DP over here.
yeah, no, but like, I don't have very fond wrestling memories of
I
Charmel,
don't have any-
like because
that's
she was a manager for Prince IK, she was a manager for Booker T,
all
right?
that's formerly known.
That's
It's
Prince
Prince
IK.
IK, yes, but
Man,
like
that's
just,
Elton Prince.
but I have more of
Elton Prince.
shut up. I have more memories of her from ROW and like
PWA.
PWA.
Yeah, I've
and,
I've
like,
heard nothing but good things
Yeah.
about her. And she was on Booker T's biography. Great.
Yeah.
Like, she was one of the best things that ever happened to him. Again, all that being said, why the fuck isn't Victoria in the Hall of Fame? Anytime Victoria's not in, I'm going to complain about it.
Okay.
okay.
What will steal the show? If you guys haven't already heard.
For a Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Warrior Award.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Shad Gaspard.
Should have been the award last year. But
Yeah.
I'm glad because there's actually many people in here for it.
Yeah.
One of the I think this might be the, not that it means a lot, but Warrior's idea of what an award for someone that is not a primary focus on television should be. This might be the first time that they actually get it right. That they give,
Even then,
that-
it's
that-
still a little off
it's
the
still
mark.
off the mark,
Because
but
it's focusing on the wrestler.
yeah.
But it's for their outside accomplishments. So it kind
Well, I
of.
take it back. It was last year. Titus O'Neil.
Yeah.
He got it last year.
Yeah.
He is like
He's
the
good humanitarian.
penultimate humanitarian.
Yeah.
He's the first step on this is how this award should be
Yeah,
given out.
yeah.
So giving it to Shad, oh man, that's gonna be a fucking tearjerker.
Yeah.
JTG has to be the guy that ends up-
Exactly.
has to be.
There should be no one but JTG to do it.
Yeah.
The ultimate sacrifice. Like, I don't want to say, obviously, but like, it's something any of us would do. You know what I mean?
You're a parent.
Exactly.
It's
That's what
in
I'm
your
saying.
blood
That's
to
what I'm
do
saying.
it.
Like,
If you're a parent, you make sure. Well, it's a line stuck in my head from John Q. I'm not going to bury my son. My son's supposed to bury me.
Yeah.
And that's in essence what he did. He pushed his son towards them for furthering himself away from shore, but to make sure that his son was going to be safe.
You know,
as a parent, that's what you strive to do.
Peel back curtain. It's something I've been through. So like, I would gladly trade my position. You know what I mean? If I could. So like, oh man, I remember hearing
you're getting it now.
What happened? I'm just like, fuck. I mean, if not JTG, his wife should present. I mean, or whoever.
Yeah.
Or his son. But
the family's definitely being receiving it. But if there's one person that, if you're putting over, how did Chad Gaspard end up here? He was a member of Crime Time. Money. And then by association, you didn't get one without the other, and they worked together. Right. They didn't work as well apart. No. And so it's only natural that you expect to see JTG be the one to hand the award to the son. The family.
Only other alternative I would say that they will work with is MVP.
Okay.
Yeah. I knew that. Saturday at 1.
Are you just gonna gloss over the fucking main event of the Hall of Fame?
Undertaker.
Yeah.
Favorite WrestleMania match.
It's different. This is a Mania. Undertaker's more than Mania, motherfuckers. Undertaker is a motherfucking pride of Houston, Texas, of Waltrip High School.
Dude. And then he's going to get inducted in Dallas.
He's a big Cowboys fan, whatever. No one's perfect.
Yeah, well.
So, I mean, you got to understand, much like how I said about Razor, the Undertaker was a motherfucker I had nightmares about when I was a little boy. Like,
yeah, but you've always been a pussy.
That's true. I really had nightmares about Kane. But anyway, motherfucker, I was like doing this shit like cold sweat.
I didn't wear red for 2 years.
Yeah, cold sweat.
Look at Hector. Last one.
No, Taker, fucking like awesome, like cool badassness. The fact that he reinvented himself with the American Badass, cool as fuck. A whole new finisher, last ride. People literally shit themselves when he did that. Like multiple wrestlers shit their pants.
Then he came back. Reinventing himself again is like the demon.
Yeah,
not the demon. The fucking like the dark side.
Yeah,
the Gothic Taker.
Yeah, like Undertaker just fucking
ministry. Yeah, what I was looking for. Ministry Taker.
Yeah, the fucking speaking in tongues.
Yeah,
so good, so good.
And then again, one last ride. It wasn't American Badass Taker we got against AJ. We got straight up like
fucking Metallica.
Yeah, Piper Taker.
Hell yeah.
Wasn't representing the country. He was representing his woman.
Yeah.
Keep my wife's name out of your mouth.
Okay, now we can go.
NXT Stand and Deliver.
Oh, goddamn. We're not even at Mania yet. Fuck. Dude, you realize it's 9:45.
This will be... Y'all putting too much... You that don't watch WWE. We're going to put an hour in Mania?
That's true.
God, I hope not.
Tony D'Angelo versus Tommaso Ciampa. 1z1. Number
5, all Ciampa. I don't know. I've seen like 1 or 2 promos of Tony D'Angelo, and I'm even like...
7, D'Angelo can actually wrestle. But most of it is Ciampa. Most of it's Ciampa.
Okay.
4.
Winner.
Ciampa.
D'Angelo. Ciampa had the promo last night.
I instantly reversed it because I saw the promo. He basically RIP'd himself. So in order to do the honors, you have to go out that way.
On the back.
If you're going to the main roster where you fucking belong.
Riddle gave it up to Thatcher before he left.
Yep. Yeah.
Breaker gave it up before. Well,
they're going to change his name to Tommy.
Yeah. Tommy Champ.
Yeah. Tommy Champ.
Yeah.
Tommy Chomper.
L.A. Knight. 1-on-1 against Gunther.
Oof.
That's your number. Oof.
That's
your anticipation level.
That's sports entertainment right there.
6.
7. It's Gunther.
7.
He's gonna whoop the fuck out of somebody. I got him winning.
Gunther. I really like LA Knight.
Me too.
I almost like I'm ashamed to say it.
No, don't be ashamed.
I'm almost upset that he got called up over Braun.
I feel like I shouldn't like him, but I really like him
I really like him.
because
He was WWE ready when he was in Impact.
Yes.
okay, he was
And you've
WWE.
seen none of that.
He was
none of Eli Drake. You have no idea what that is. He been ready.
he was main event. I mean, he was the main card ready day one of NXT when it was still black and gold. I'm like, what's he doing there? He needs to be on the main roster. Like he's got
Zoom.
it. He's
Zoom.
got it.
Mhm.
But Gunther.
Yeah.
I'm gonna slap the shit out of him. Chris Rock's down.
Carmelo Hayes, Santos Escobar, Grayson Waller, Solo Sikoa, Cameron Grimes, North American Championship match, ladder match.
5. I don't know 2 of those names. But ladder match sounds cool. North American title sounds cool. Yeah. You're at a 10.
Yo!
Wow. I like everyone in this match that I've seen so far.
I was about to
Yeah,
say,
yeah, yeah.
have you been watching enough
Yes.
NXT to know who all these people are?
Yes,
Tell him who Solo Sikoa is.
he's Uso's brother, but he's got his own style.
He's a street fighter. He's not a flippy dippy
No.
tag like Jimmy and Jay.
No,
he's different.
He's got
He's not like Roman either.
no.
He's complete. That's what stands out. He's completely different from everything.
Yeah,
He's not like Rikishi.
No.
He's not like fucking
He's-
3-minute warning. He's got his own
he's
shtick.
kind of gutter, but I like it. Yeah,
Southside gutter.
yeah. Grayson Waller is a motherfucker. You like
You want to pay to watch him get his
I
ass
want to
beat.
punch him in the face, but that's the so it's the Skyler White aspect of damn. Anna Gunn's an amazing actress because she makes you hate her. I hate this guy.
The Miz of 2.0.
Yeah,
Grayson
okay.
Waller is the Miz
yeah,
of 2.0.
Grayson Waters a
Okay.
piece of fucking work, man.
But he can go.
Yes, and he's a good. Yeah,
He's good.
Cameron Grimes, motherfucking to the moon. He's been ready and then some.
King
Carmelo-
Cuerno's King Cuerno.
Yeah, I really like him.
What I appreciate the most about the build to this match is that Cameron Grimes is like, yo, man, I've been the 8 champ.
Yeah.
So the 8 champ's got to raise the bar. I want this ladder match.
Yeah.
Nobody pushed it on him.
Yeah.
He's the one saying, I'm that good. I can make this happen.
Mm-hmm.
For the build, I'm also at a 10 for this.
Oh.
Because they've been doing it pretty much on point.
I-
This is completely different to me.
I also wanted to not like Carmelo Hayes because I was just like, oh man, they're just stereotyping him. The
Yeah.
typical fucking black guy. They're like,
They're
you know, I hate
stereotyping
it.
trick.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But Carmelo has this quality of him, just like he breaks from that.
Mm-hmm.
Carmelo initially reminded me of 05 MVP, like just typical typecasting.
Yeah.
Nah, he's got something,
Yeah.
and it's like
I agree with you about
he's
Carmelo.
on the
I like
cusp,
Carmelo.
He's on the cusp of something real great.
Yeah.
Fucking Trick is his Bill
His
Buchanan.
body.
His Bill Buchanan to John Cena. That's who he is.
God damn it, Hector.
What?
So Hector, in true Hector fashion, wants to talk about New Japan. He's trying to interrupt our WrestleMania.
We'll get there.
That was
We'll
like
get
2
there.
hours ago.
But I just want to throw this out here because I don't know if we were planning on talking about this. He says that he wants to nominate a match for Match of the Year on the New Japan side.
We need to watch it. None of us. I haven't even seen it. I
Yeah,
know
okay.
Yeah.
Zack Sabre Jr. made it to the finals. He won the tournament. He's getting the title shot soon against Okada, right? Okada's still the champ.
Well, it's the match he's talking about is him versus Naito.
The finals.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll need to get together and watch it.
Okay.
So if one
That's why I
day,
asked for the link earlier.
yeah. Don't you have my username and password?
That was on my Android phone. I haven't done it on the iPhone.
All right, cool. So I just wanted to get that out before we knew
Ouch.
what was going to happen.
Who's winning?
Who's the champ?
Carmelo. I got him keeping it.
Carmelo should keep it.
I've got him keeping
Yeah. Keep building the momentum.
Okay, cool.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll agree.
Gigi Dolan
Oof.
and JC Jane
Hi.
of Toxic Attraction
Ooh.
against Dakota Kai,
Hi.
Raquel Gonzalez,
Oh,
Arnold.
I need a cigarette.
I'll give you a blue chew if you give me a number.
Okay.
I don't think he's going to need the blue
I don't
chew.
think I need a blue chew at
No,
all.
because he's gonna want to keep going,
Dude,
and at some point, the body is not gonna last. It's not gonna outlast the soul.
I'm at a 20, and that's 5 for all of them. 5 for each one. all day.
I'm at an 8. I want to watch this. The only reason I'm at an 8, it's my fault. Again, I missed last night's episode. I need that. How the fuck did this happen? That's what I'm missing.
Dakota was teaming with Wendy Chu.
Oh.
All of a sudden, Wendy Chu, fuck. So
hi.
Yeah. So Wendy Chu, all of a sudden they find her pillow, all like stuffing taken out, a bunch of her shit torn, like thrown everywhere, like, and she's MIA. And Dakota's like, "What the fuck? That was my tag team partner." So Gigi and the Toxic Attraction come out and they cut a promo about like, we beat everybody. Literally, they named they have beat everybody. In fact, EO and fucking Kaylee Ray took themselves out of the match because they're gonna, we'll get to that later. What they're gonna do. So they have no opponents. They're like, we beat everybody. Dakota comes out and starts fighting all three of them. Starts beating all three of them for a little while. But then they beat the shit out of her, and then
did she get a face reaction? Because she hasn't been getting a face reaction in this team.
She got a face reaction instantly.
Really?
Yeah, and then
so it's all swept under the rug.
Yep.
I don't know if I'm a fan of that.
I mean, the crowd wants what they want. No, none of us wanted to.
Well, it's an NXT crowd. In the end, it's not going to matter when she gets called up and she's a fucking like Widowmaker.
And then Big Mommy Cool comes out, and dude, for as little as that place was, it popped. It popped loud when she came back, and she beat up everybody, and then she did the Dakota went like this, and Raquel grabbed her big and gave her a big ass hug, like picked her up. So all's well that ends well. Unless Dakota turns on her and becomes the fourth member of Toxic Attraction.
I wonder if they're going to do a bipolar thing where Wendy Chu, when she's awake, she's Mortal Kombat, and then when she's sleepy, she's the fun-loving.
Yeah,
I wonder if that's what they're going to do. Because I was falling for the Wendy Chu gimmick.
I wanted to hate the gimmick. This is stupid.
This is Orange Cassidy turned up to 11.
And also, here's the thing: when people were shitting all over the gimmick, I'm like, you can't do one and not do the other. You can't say, Orange is genius and this is stupid.
There was a tag match in that tournament where Wendy Chu did the drop down. Mm-hmm. They hopped over, Cora Jade hopped over, and when she did the drop down, she just fell asleep. And then the commentary team started whispering. And Cora Jade tiptoed to the corner as she lightly tapped like Raquel Gonzalez. Raquel slowly walked in. And then when they realized, I can go, and then they went right back into the match. All right.
What was the spot where Dakota was gonna like fall, and then Wendy put the pillow?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was so.
I missed that.
Good. Yeah.
Oh my god, that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Tag match. You're at 20. Where are you at?
5.
That's fine.
Who you got winning? Toxic Attraction.
Okay, sure.
You?
Toxic Attraction. Thank you, Barney. Mm-hmm. Imperium, the Creed Brothers, and MSK. Triple threat. Tag titles. Men's tag titles.
Austin Creed and his brother David Creed?
Something.
Apollo Creed. Austin Creed.
Or the drummer from the band Creed.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Or eyes wide open.
Creed from
The
Office.
Take me
Creed from The Office. Consequences Creed and Apollo Creed.
4. I don't know what the creeds are, and the other people I don't care
you're
about.
missing out.
Dude, Diamond Mines are good.
Diamond Mines coming up.
I really like
it was, and that's another weird thing about the booking. 1 minute they're assholes, everybody's booing them, and then the next minute Roderick Strong's you put him against Imperium, and all of a sudden Roderick Strong's a badass, and the Creed brothers can go on the mat. And I put this over in the prediction for the Women's Royal Rumble. They should have had Ivy Niles come out with the whole team behind her with the flag, like a whole MMA.
I really like Ivy Niles, dude. Like, she's got it instantly.
If anybody hasn't noticed, they've made one change that I kind of is making me want to watch more of 205 Live. Now it's men and women. Ivy Niles is shining in that fucking show.
Level up.
Just another fucking hour of wrestling, but damn, it's if it's better than the main roster, fuck, you know. Tag match number, anybody.
Didn't I already say 4?
Okay, 4. Okay.
I would be at a 7 if not for the looming shit with Kimberly. Yeah.
What's going on with Kimberly?
Remember Butt Kate?
Yeah.
Okay, well, her.
I know who Kimberly is.
Well,
but...
she's married to one of the MSK guys.
Oh.
And she said that basically he
hit her?
abused her multiple times. And she said yesterday, she said, I'm giving just 24 hours. If I don't get a response, I'm going to come out with all the receipts. Today, the receipts didn't come, so I'm guessing she got some kind of response or tomorrow they'll come out.
What kind of response is she looking for?
Maybe like an apology or some shit, like a personal thing, like, hey, him, whatever. Because apparently he left her. Like, he left her high and dry.
Or if
they just got married like last year.
Or if the accusations are false, he went to the WWE like Riddle did, and like, you know what, I need help with this.
Yeah. Because they didn't take him off the card.
Obviously. Yeah. So I'm at a 7.
I don't want this to be true because I really like MSK.
Yeah. And the bright side is that it's not in the NXT Impact Zone because those fans are like brainwashed to just hate MSK because it's for whatever reason.
You know why?
I forgot. Oh,
why?
Fucking Izzy's dad. Izzy's dad has so much pull. Izzy, remember the Supercard?
What was
Izzy was training at the Performance Center, and MSK one of the MSK kids made a comment that she's too young to be there.
Yeah, and so did Lindsay Dorado, because he said it on the Renee Young on the podcast. He said he basically wants to fight Izzy's dad because like he fucked them up, he fucked their whole shit up. Like,
you don't need to fight, just call INS. He's brown enough, throw him over the fucking wall. Get over with.
You think Lindsay Dorado is gonna call INS?
MSK could.
Oh, there you go.
I've got Creed Brothers winning it.
Creed Brothers should win it.
Mm-hmm. They couldn't call the DEA though.
No. Well, technically, sidebar. I bet MSK is like doing backflips at the news that marijuana has been taken off of the WWE wellness policy.
So Randy Orton's back to 0 strikes.
Yes.
And
Riddle's like, yeah. Next week on Raw, RVD advertising rolling papers, which he does have.
Yes.
Mandy Rose, Cora Jade, Io Shirai, Kaylee Ray, 4-way women's title.
What are they? Oh, match.
Number
7. I really like Kaylee Ray's like style.
She doesn't pull back her punches. We talked about Thunder Rosa holding back.
No. She's Sheamus stiff, but in a good way.
Mm-hmm.
I really like what they're doing with Cora Jade. I just still think she's still too green. Mandy is Mandy. And fucking Io will make anything shine. Like she's such a breath of fresh air no matter what she does.
Who's winning?
Cora. Yeah, I think they're gonna give it to Cora.
Number and prediction.
7. I had Io Shirai fatigue before I took my break.
Yeah. You did say that last year.
So I hope that fatigue is worn off if I had been watching, but I don't know. I know that people really like Cora Jade, but I don't know what a Cora Jade is. So
skateboarding skinny white girl.
Yeah, think like AJ Lee, but more punky.
A mix of AJ and Darby.
Okay. Yes.
Cool. Yeah, I think I remember seeing
the sexual accusation.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing the tweet about that.
Perfect.
And who are the other two? It's
Kaylee
Ray,
and
longest
Mandy
rating
Rose.
NXT UK Women's Champion.
Yeah,
and Mandy Rose.
Mandy. Okay. I mean, if I had to just pick from that list, I'd go Mandy, but that's me. I don't know if that fits in the context of the story.
No matter who wins, I'm fine with.
Okay.
I'm at an 8, and I'm thinking also like Cora Jade sneaks it out, and they're all she can't beat anybody one-on-one.
No,
but she leaves with the title, and all of a sudden it becomes like hot potato, like her dodging all the time.
Well, I love her promo. Is it her promo? Her promo she cut on yesterday's show because it shows like all of her backstory when she was a little girl writing her diary of like all the NXT champions, and she lists them all like Paige and Charlotte and Bayley, and she's like, and then there's Mandy, just fucking ruined it.
Wow.
Like,
okay.
Yeah, I really like that.
I'll have to go back and watch
because it's the purest thing. It's like NXT women's Revolution basically started with NXT.
The David Arquette of the NXT is fucking Mandy.
That's basically what she's saying.
I like
I'm
that.
Like, ooh,
all right.
Okay, I like that too.
Yeah. Ziggler versus Braun Breaker for the men's championship. Abel.
3.
What?
Why?
To get exposure to the brand. That's why you got Ziggler as champ and Breaker chasing.
No, get Ziggler the fuck. I can't. No.
Who's winning?
Hopefully Breaker, but even then, it's like, do I want a giant douche or a shit sandwich? I don't know. Like,
help me out, Arnold. Give me a number.
10. Okay.
Defend yourself to him.
Dolph Ziggler can make chicken shit to chicken salad like that.
Chick-fil-A.
Braun Breaker is getting a lot of flack, but dude's got. If he was in AEW, everybody would love him right now.
Yeah.
He's got it, dude. Instantly got it. He's good on the mic. He's fine on the mic.
He's unique, not good.
Yeah.
He's got stuff that he's got his father and uncle in him
Yes.
that he makes him stand out. He could say some dumb
He
shit.
looks like he's never watched a day of wrestling in his life.
He could say suffer succotash and he'll pull it off.
Yes.
Because it's him.
He's the cool guy in high school you wanted to be friends with, but he doesn't think he's the cool guy.
So you're a rocker fool?
Yeah, so he's got that like, yeah, fuck it, Arnold, you fucking weirdo. You're cool. He's got that vibe to him. Like, he doesn't know how good he is, but that's a good thing because it keeps him fucking level-headed. You could tell he's humble, but he doesn't have to be.
He puts over his opponents in his promos.
Yes.
Dude, he fucking broke out Spanish face-to-face against Escobar. That was like, all right.
I like the cut of his jib.
Okay.
And Ziggler,
what's a jib?
I actually listened to the Corey Graves podcast and listened to his side of like going down NXT. He said he was literally just going down to scout and they said, hey, you, come here. Here's what you're going to do. And he's like, what the fuck? Okay, cool. And like, he's like, I'm fucking loving it. He's like, I'm getting tips from Shawn Michaels, my fucking favorite wrestler. Like, he's having the time of his life down there.
Scott and Rick and his family is Shawn's his favorite wrestler.
No, I'm talking about Ziggles.
Oh, Ziggler.
Yeah,
okay.
so he's like Ziggler right now is like, everyone was taking it as emotion. He's like, I'm having the time of my fucking life up here. He said himself on the podcast,
I'm getting full-time pay for part-time work.
He's like, me and Rue were floundering up there. Like, we weren't happy with what we were doing. And right now, I fucking love it. Dude, I didn't see it, but he said apparently Rude came out to Glorious last 2 weeks ago at NXT, and it was fucking glorious, apparently. Yeah. So
I always hated that fucking.
What? Oh, that was glorious. Fucking amazing.
He hates Taker. It's that'll be wrong.
He hates Houston. So I don't know, man. I really like. I like both of these guys, and I think they're gonna have a really good fucking match. And I think Ziggler wins, and Braun Breaker comes up. Ziggler stays to be basically the Razor Ramon of NXT.
Wait, who do you have winning?
Ziggler.
I agree. Yeah. I'm at an 8. I've got Ziggler winning. Braun's already been on the main roster. This is not the last time I speak of Braun Breaker. But you've got an easy 3 months. The next NXT pay-per-view, the main event's Dolph Ziggler against Wabba Wood. The best friends arguing over hey, I made this title. You just got here. I made this title.
Yeah.
And then Ziggler drops it to the next guy.
Imagine Ziggler versus Grayson Waller. Fuck.
Yeah. Overall, NXT barely sold 5,000 tickets for American Airlines Center.
Oh, God.
Which I will be at.
6.
4.
There's a lot of stuff here, regardless of how it's being advertised, that you want to see. I don't give a fuck what WWE tells me. I want to see Walter.
Yeah.
I get to see Walter. Carmelo.
No.
Gunther.
Carmelo. I get to see Carmelo. I get to see Rex Steiner. You know, there's a lot of stuff in here. This is going to be some of these kids.
Braun Breaker.
These are going to be some of their. You know how I put over NXT Brooklyn 1 because guys like Samoa Joe had never wrestled in front of 15,000 people. This was going to be their moment. this feels like it all over with a new
Damn,
class
I never even noticed that.
of kids that are gonna be in. It's not the glory days of NXT, but I don't think they've ever wrestled in front of 2,000 people.
Yeah.
They're wrestling in front of 5,000, possibly 6,500 people by the time we get there on Saturday. This is going to be the time to figure out where the pressure is, who comes out as a diamond, and who lays out as a coal.
Yeah.
This is going to be the show. So on paper, I'm at about a 7. Obviously, I'm going to be there.
Yeah, elevate it. Oh, yeah.
Now we get to the part that's going to take 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
WrestleMania 38. Night number 1.
Let's do it.
New Day versus Sheamus and Ridge Holland. Number
4.
6.
Who's winning?
New Day, I hope.
Sheamus and Ridge Holland are
Sheamus and Ridge Holland.
Yeah. Drew McIntyre versus Baron Corbin.
2.
4.
-1.
Oh, wow.
If this match was so important, why did we get a fucking handicap match on WrestleMania Raw?
Mm-hmm.
The booking of this has been, the last couple of weeks has been bad.
Terrible. I don't care.
I've got McIntyre's obviously winning this. It's his story to shine.
Drew's got to
This
win.
should not be on there, and it should be Ricochet versus fucking Damian Priest.
This should be on SmackDown.
Yeah.
WrestleMania SmackDown.
Yeah.
That should be. The Mysterios against The Miz and Logan Paul.
2.
0. Logan Paul ruins it for me.
Dominic Mysterio ruins it for me. I can't, dude. I
Really?
can't. Yeah.
You're wrong. You're on the right track. The fucking trope of unmasking Mexican wrestlers is what's killing
I
it
was
for
trying
me.
to ignore that.
Wait, they unmasked
Yeah.
So
Mysterio?
2 weeks ago, The Miz unmasked Rey Mysterio, and then last Monday on Raw, fucking Logan Paul is wearing the mask.
Fucking mask, dude.
You know what
I'm
the
trying
worst?
not to get angry about.
You know
it
what
right
the
now.
worst part is? They could use a booker like me. I would have had Ray walk out on Raw and just cut the promo and just say this. You'll have no advantage against me this Saturday at WrestleMania. And he unmasks himself in front of the Miz and throws a mask to Logan Paul. Maybe some face paint, or maybe Kishin Liger compared to just Jushin Liger with Minoru Suzuki, and be like, now what?
Yeah.
And just the face of the Miz and Logan Paul, like, we're fucked because we pissed off the greatest luchador of all time.
Yeah.
That would get me at an 8 or a 9. But this, no. I don't give a fuck who wins, to be honest.
Yeah.
Who is Seth Rollins' mystery opponent on Saturday?
4 words.
Adrenaline in my soul.
Here comes the money. Everyone's going to be screaming, Cody, Cody, Cody. And they're going to be giving little subtle hints. Here comes fucking fake MMA. Fucking eliminate 50 people at the Royal Rumble.
The 30-man match.
Shane O'Mac.
Who's your pick?
Man, I really don't know. Because, like, can I give you my number instead?
Give me a number.
My number is 0.
Wow.
0. In fact, you know what? I never do this. But I'm going to do it. I'm not at a 0. I'm at a -3. I never go negative. I'm at a -3. I hate that this is a thing. And
Why?
I know that I hate this is a thing because, one,
why?
You're really gonna have a mystery opponent for a match at WrestleMania? Like, I get it, like,
For Seth of all people.
for Seth, and then 2, whoever it is, I'm gonna be pissed off
Why?
because the
build.
expectation, the build is, oh my God, it's somebody the level of a Shock, Swerve, it being, oh my God, Cody. Right now, that's the only person that can satisfy that level of shock.
Hector's guessing Shane McMahon.
Okay. So if it is Cody, then shit, that lives up to the hype. Holy fuck, Cody. Oh man.
Oh my God, I just
But
came up with something genius.
I'm going to be pissed that it is Cody. because I don't want to see Cody in WWE. I don't want to see Cody. Like it boggles my mind to think that
fit in AEW, right?
he's fucking EVP, man.
What?
Like, yeah, he was, and that's the thing that boggles my mind. Like, I understand if like maybe there wasn't an extra, $1 million in his contract that Tony Khan couldn't give him because he couldn't afford it. I get that, but at some point, there's like, would you rather be an employee making more or be a vice president making less? And I would think being a vice president making less would be better because you're investing in yourself, you're investing in the future of the company, you're investing in your resume, and you're
obviously
throwing.
never had a baby.
And you no, dude. You never had a baby thing. That makes sense for guys like you and me that make like $50,000. You want to go up to like $75,000 a year. But when we're talking about these folks that are making
already millions,
that are making like 10 million, but they want to make 11 million.
Yeah.
Like, come on now, an extra baby. That isn't the fucking difference there. No, that's bullshit.
Quality over quantity. You have a better job that doesn't pay as much, but your life is so cool. I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I would be in that same boat. I would be in that same boat. I'd rather be an EVP paid less than just another guy on the roster making more.
And
I see where you're coming
I'm
from.
at. That's the part that I'm puzzled about. And okay, if he is, not only am I puzzled about like the Cody side of it, like why the fuck did he make that decision?
Maybe he wasn't promised the money. Maybe he was promised the spot.
And that's the other thing. I wouldn't trust that as far as I could throw that. Because Cody, I know, like fucking, what was it, Dutch Mantel? He made out that tweet that like, yeah, he's gonna be big hotness, and then he's gonna be nothing. Yeah. By the time August. It's like, dude, I do not have
24/7 champion.
Yeah, I don't have the faith that a Cody run in WWE is gonna be any good.
Here's the other thing. Apparently,
I'm sorry. Let me finish my thought. I'm sorry. The last part of that, if it's anybody other than Cody, it's a huge fucking disappointment.
Yes.
If it's Shane, if it's Elias, if it's whoever, it's a huge fucking disappointment. It's a letdown.
Maybe.
Okay.
I'm gonna say my take. Go.
Apparently, Vince McMahon is going to be introducing this opponent in the ring. Whenever Vince McMahon is endorsing someone, it's someone that he's created. He came out on SmackDown and anointed Drew McIntyre as the chosen one.
He's doing the same thing with Austin Theory, right?
The next week, I don't know if y'all remember this, but I'm Rain Man over here. The next week, he came out on ECW television and anointed Elijah Burke as the future of ECW.
I remember that, yeah.
Whenever Austin Theory now, Vince McMahon's teaching Austin Theory how to be the next second coming of assholishness. Do you really think for 1 minute Vince McMahon is going to put his stamp of approval on someone that left his company to create an own company?
No,
exactly.
But that's not what he's doing. That's not what he's doing. If he does come out and introduce Cody, it's because he is being petty, and we all know Vince is petty. It's gonna be like, look at this. I got the vice president of my competition.
I got the first rat that left the ship.
It's him being petty
because
it's not the same
Brian
thing like
Cage,
you're saying.
MJF, they're all next.
Yeah,
they're all sports entertainers.
My anticipation for this is at an 8, and it has nothing to do with Seth. It has to do with who it could be. That's it. My anticipation is who the fuck. That is going to come at a cost, and it will come at a cost later on in this podcast.
Okay.
But I'm at an 8, and my pick is somebody out the box.
Okay.
With my theory that it's someone Vince McMahon is going to endorse, someone that Vince McMahon thinks the next 10 years of his vision of professional wrestling will be behind, Seth Rollins will lose to Braun Breaker.
Yep. Okay. Ding.
Braun Breaker's the guy.
I'm at a 10. One, because I think other than Shane McMahon.
I hope you don't have 10 reasons.
Other than Shane McMahon, no matter who it is, I'm going to be like, oh, fuck yeah.
Veer.
I have a devil's advocate out of the box take.
All right.
You know how y'all say Will and and Chris Rock was all at work.
Yeah.
You know what was the point it will be? You know what time it is?
What?
It's time to play the game. We all got fucking lured into it. It's Triple H versus Seth Rollins.
Ah! Ah!
What would your reaction be if it's Triple H pulling the old fucking ruse?
I would laugh. I would laugh my ass off.
Until he dies in the middle of the ring.
And he had a heart
8,000
attack.
people
I
and
mean,
nobody's
Getting a
laughing.
scoop slam.
Well, apparently that's not true if that's the case.
It was all at work. It was me, Austin.
Who could it be? It could be
Breaker.
Cody,
Could be
Cody, Breaker,
Shane.
Could be
Elias,
Breaker.
Shane.
Elias, Shane. You know who? What?
Elton
Nobody's.
Prince.
Who is Elton Prince? I've seen this name online. Who the fuck?
WWE trademarked the name Elton Prince.
We don't know who they're using it for, but they
Elton
got a
John,
trademark.
or it could be
Okay.
Velveteen Dream.
No one's mentioned this. It's happened before. One last ride.
Okay.
Ooh,
What if it's the
Undertaker?
Undertaker?
I would be fucking down.
Just like John Cena.
Yes.
Snake Eyes, Big Boot, Choke Slam, Tombstone, ride the motorcycle out
Yes.
because the last vision of Undertaker we had was now
Fucking
that we're
pandemic.
dead from Metallica,
Mhm.
him riding out on the motorcycle, taking ass, kicking names.
Yeah,
Bye.
dude, that
We
that
don't
would
need
be-
15 minutes of the gong and
Nope,
him
nope,
limping
nope.
out. Ride that motherfucking Harley out there and whoop some ass.
I would be so happy with that.
Metallica Taker.
What you got?
Hector says, I think Arnold's had too much. Think that he wants Triple H. Next thing we want is Triple H to come out in a pink blazer. What? Why a pink
shit.
blazer?
Like Regal? Maybe?
uh,
I don't know.
oh, no, he means like Mark Henry.
Okay, sure.
Oh, I still got.
It was a
left in the tank.
salmon blazer.
Salmon.
Yes.
Do you end night one of WrestleMania with the Kevin Owens show?
Yes. Because once that happens, nothing else matters.
So close, no matter how far?
Yep.
I mean,
Could you be much more from the heart, Abel?
this isn't an actual match.
No.
You can't end WrestleMania without a match. This isn't Raw. You can't just have a segment end WrestleMania.
Yes, you can.
They
No, you
can't.
The devil's advocate. When was Steve Austin's last WrestleMania match?
WrestleMania 19.
Yes. I was at the Staples Center for WrestleMania 21, Piper's Pit, with special guest Stone Cold Steve Austin. And there were still 4 matches after that hoe. Hey, we were at WrestleMania 25 when he was in the Hall of Fame and he rolled out in the ATV. And guess what? We still had HBK, Undertaker, and a whole bunch of filler after that, right? The last time I was in Dallas for WrestleMania, New Day got their ass whipped by the fucking empire of imported people. And then out comes HBK and Mick Foley, and then Steve Austin. And then he tries to dance with the New Day and stuns all them black motherfuckers. And guess what? There was still 5 other fucking matches after that. Why is this any different?
Because none of those other matches on this card can hold a candle.
We don't even know if it's a match, though.
You're not listening to me. None of those other matches mean anything compared to Stone Cold coming out in Dallas.
But it's already happened. I just told you it happened in Dallas 5 years ago.
But it wasn't planned. This is planned to come out. If he comes out any more than main event, people will leave. And that's their fear. People will literally leave because we just ran down this
This
card.
isn't Jay White.
None of
fool.
us have given none of us have given any of these matches more than a fucking besides the Rollins kind of hypothetical 10.
Oh, I can give you one right now. Storyline wise, the show needs to end with Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch.
That's on night 2.
No, that's night 1. Night 2 is ending with the unification. Both women's matches are night 1.
I thought
Bianca and Becky
Charlotte
deserve to close the show. This isn't the first time that a Royal Rumble winner does not end the show. So we can get Ronda and Charlotte opening the show, and we end the show with the story on this first night that has the most build.
Why would they
And it's
put
that
both
match.
women's matches on one night?
Because both men are defending the second night. That's why.
Oh, I guess.
You get it?
Yeah. Okay. That ruined my thing. I still think
I
they
got
go
his
main event.
attention. He sat up. So
I still think they
give
go
me
main
something.
event.
Well, because I honestly didn't know what was on night 1 and night 2, because that was going to be my next question. We're not going to have a championship match for either the guys or the girls, and apparently they are. That's ending the show. You can't end the show on a segment. Like, you just can't. And I don't think people are going to get up and leave unless it's like the second to last thing. They're going to put this fucking Stone Cold shit in the middle of the show somehow.
As someone that's
They
taking
should.
their nephew to the first WrestleMania, he will be full of disappointment if I drag him by the collar and leave early if the pay-per-view ends with fucking Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair. I have -1 interest for that. So I do not want that to end the show. The show needs to end with Bianca and Becky.
Here's another argument against people getting up and walking out after Stone Cold shows up. The vast majority of people that buy tickets to WrestleMania, they bought
it normally.
No.
Get their money's worth.
Listen, they bought tickets before they even knew what the hell was on the card.
Yeah,
That's true.
They bought the tickets
they're
way back
there for Mania, not for
9
one
months
person.
ago.
Yeah.
Right? If this was like a Raw or a SmackDown in fucking Toledo, and they're like, "Oh man, we need to go to get Stone Cold," and Stone Cold was 2 weeks before advertised, that could happen, but not for Mania. People don't fly from fucking Ireland to watch only Stone Cold and then
with
leave.
a month's notice.
Yeah, with a month. No, that's
Okay.
not.
That's fair. I still think I'm right, but
But you're wrong.
Yeah, but I'm wrong.
12.
This is how it is at work all the time.
14-year-old me is gonna mark the fuck out, and my nephew's gonna be like, "Uncle Chris, what the fuck is wrong with you?"
Yeah.
At Steve Austin, I always do.
I wondered. I hate that I'm not going to be there because there's two.
You're lying. You're gonna buy a ticket on Saturday. I
wish.
get you.
I wish.
It'll still happen
One
until
day
Sunday morning, and I text you. You're like still at home. That's when I know.
there's 3 wrestlers entrance now. There used to be 4 when I was 3 wrestlers entrance, and I want to see before I die.
Mm-hmm.
Stone Cold, The Rock, and Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
I've never seen them. None of them.
You probably won't. Well, you might get The Rock next year.
Maybe.
If you go to hey man, we'll drive to LA together. We can make it work.
Maybe. I'll have a house note by then though.
That's true.
We'll see. Maybe.
Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair. I have a 10 for it. What do you got?
8.
What's keeping y'all from the 10? Is it because there's no Royal Rumble stigma attached to it?
No, we just seen it before.
Okay.
Have we?
Yeah.
SummerSlam, 26 seconds. And then the pay-per-view after.
Yeah.
You Ben Burr.
Yeah,
That was one of the last things that I
you
watched
saw,
that I was like, it wasn't the straw that broke the camel's back, but it was one of.
Yeah.
Because I was all hyped for fucking Bianca, and then I was like, oh shit, Becky's coming back. You just ruined Becky's comeback and you stifled Bianca all in the same swoop.
Yeah.
In a minute.
That was one of the things that kind of pissed me off and put me down that path of I'm not watching WWE anymore.
Yeah.
So I want to see it again?
I
No.
have been liking their feud. Aside from the gimmicky, they're doing the same thing they did with Ronda and Becky 3 years ago.
Make up your mind.
Where it's like, oh, Becky's not going to make it because she broke her leg. You know what I mean? Like, oh, Bianca broke her throat. Yeah, so like whatever. But after this past Raw, where fucking Bianca went in there and cut Becky's hair because Becky was going to cut Bianca's hair.
I'm gonna just say
I know
this.
one thing: you don't touch a black lady's hair.
No,
I'm gonna follow that. It's ballsy as fuck. You're gonna piss off a fuck ton of black wrestling fans by cutting Bianca's hair.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get some white and red face paint. I am all to see how that world burns.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't happen last night. Hell, it might not even happen at WrestleMania, but at some point, somebody's gonna cut Bianca's hair, and she will be
another black wrestler.
It'll be whoever it is will be a bitch for life.
Yeah,
they will never be a babyface ever. Because all the stigma will be you fucked over Bianca Belair. I hate your guts. I will assassinate your ass.
she'll become a face again because the white people won't care.
Yeah,
white people still sure.
Who's winning?
I hope Bianca.
I want Bianca to win. I hope Bianca wins.
It's 2 years in a row that Bianca gets the Heroes win.
She's due this time after the fuck over she got at SummerSlam.
Yeah, that's the thing.
This is Daniel Bryan syndrome.
Yeah.
He wins the title and then he loses it. Some Money in the Bank cash-in. So the reparations is Mania Roses.
One bad choice of words there. Two. She got it last year.
And
But then she got fucked over in the middle of the year.
Steve Austin, 17, 19,
Yeah. Okay.
15, 17,
14,
19.
14, 15.
14, 15, 16, 17.
Yeah. Okay. Fuck it.
I mean, Undertaker won so many in a row.
All right.
Undertaker won 29 in a row.
21.
Usos
21.
versus Nakamura and
Oh,
Boogs for the
shit.
SmackDown tag titles.
Is this still night one?
Wait,
Yes.
who? What? Huh? Run that from me again?
SmackDown titles.
Uh-huh.
The Usos
Yeah.
against Nakamura and Boogs.
Boo.
Nakamura.
Really?
Yes. See,
That's
hi.
actually been a very good build.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm at a
I've been
7.
really enjoying it. I'm at a 7.
Yeah,
as
I'm
well.
at a 5.
Knocking Boogs are winning.
Knocking Boots should
Really?
win.
I got
They should win.
So it's not like wrestler and valet anymore with them. They're
No,
actual
no,
wrestlers.
Yeah. He's actually a pretty damn good wrestler.
I always knew he was a good wrestler.
I got turned off a little bit when they went whole Freddie Mercury and shaved his long
He
hair
cut
and,
his
and
hair,
he
gave
kept
him
the
a
mustache.
I don't
If
know.
anyone deserves the Butch name, it's him.
Ding. Where's Dingy?
But with that
I need
said,
Dingy tonight.
Knocking Boogs are winning.
Yeah, they should
Really?
They should have won.
They've owned the Usos
Mhm.
in the matches that they've had. Survivor Series last night. I think they had one at the Elimination Chamber, I think, but they just
Okay.
buffoonery.
Yeah.
All right. What else?
Charlotte and Ronda.
So this is the match that Hector is saying is going to end the show.
Gross.
He says that according to Ellen's show, Ellen is still a show.
Yeah, Ronda was on there today.
Yeah. According to Ellen, Charlotte versus Ronda is going to main event.
Vince
Yeah.
also told Seth that he deserves the main event. So that's 3 main events because WWE likes doing that shit.
Yeah, they'll call each
Everything,
match a main
yeah.
event for WrestleMania.
I'm,
There's 6 main events between 2 nights.
I'll go ahead and start. I'm at a 0. I don't give a shit about either one of the two.
Okay.
I'm at a 1. The only thing that's piqued my interest at all was something Ronda said at the last SmackDown was, you know what? I don't get it. This shouldn't be called the Women's Championship. I'm the SmackDown champion. I like that. I like that.
Wait,
We've had this
Charlotte
conversation
said this,
before.
or Ronda?
Ronda said it. It's like, I'll be at WrestleMania fighting for the SmackDown Women's. And she got flustered in her words, and she's like, I don't get it. I don't even know why we have to call it a Women's Champion. I'm going to be the champion of SmackDown. I like that shit.
I like that too.
It's that's the kind
That's
of
what they tried
empowerment
to-
that I'm
It's-
looking
that's
for.
what
It's not the SmackDown Women's Championship?
It is
It's
for the
the
SmackDown Women's Championship, but
which
she's
means-
taking away the women's from it.
Oh,
She's the
okay,
shit.
okay. I'm sorry, I had that backwards.
What they
Mera,
tried
mera.
doing.
I had that backwards. I'm
They
sorry.
tried doing with Rhea with the NXT championship, but all the fucking men with their toxic masculinity got all up in arms about it,
Yeah.
and they took it away from her.
Even though the belts look the same.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, see, I don't. I
That's
think
the
she wouldn't
only
have been
thing of
able to pull
interest
that
I
off because there was a SmackDown and a Raw. But she's not saying she's a. She would just say she's a SmackDown champion.
She's a
She's the
SmackDown
okay,
World
that
Champion.
that makes a little bit more sense.
SmackDown World
I like
Champion.
that.
I like that.
Yeah, I really like that too.
I'm gonna go with about a 5. I'm at a higher number than y'all because I haven't been watching and I'm just trying to remember what it was. And on paper, I always wanted Ronda versus Becky, but then at some point we'll have Ronda versus Charlotte.
I mean,
Why
don't get me
not?
wrong. Charlotte's the best, I would say, women's wrestler in WWE right now,
Here's the question.
and Ronda's
Charlotte
pretty
beats
goddamn
Ronda.
good.
Charlotte beats Ronda. Who's next for Charlotte?
Nobody. Ron Breaker.
One.
Breaker.
The one that they got?
There's another thing that I liked that I saw online a couple of days ago that's intriguing me. And it's a video online. Ronda training for
I have
her
to pee.
Ronda training for her WrestleMania match, sparring with Shayna Baszler.
Ooh,
We have not gotten
I'm a
Charlotte versus Shayna yet.
We lost one to go pee.
So either
Shayna Baszler is still signed.
yeah,
Okay.
she's a night 2 actually.
See, I thought I saw something saying that she was a part of another round of releases, and
So
Was that
that
bullshit?
was bullshit. But at the
Oh.
same time, it was believable because everybody believed it.
yeah,
Regardless of who wins this match, if there's somebody on the roster, male or female, that's due, it's fucking Shayna Baszler. And you don't mean to tell me that Ronda versus Shayna, 2 of the 4 horsewomen of MMA, co-main event. Fuck it. Main eventing SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Doesn't tickle your pickle?
No, that does tickle my pickle.
You know, I'm.
I mean, they tease some of that at Rumble. The only thing I've watched in the last
Face to
9
face,
months.
and I was like, oh, finally, give me something that
Yeah.
will entertain me. And then they both get knocked out. I was like, of course, it's WWE. Nobody.
Yeah.
I kind of want the world to burn. I want Charlotte to win. Not that it matters, because if it ends the show, I'm fucking leaving.
See, okay.
I don't wanna
here's the thing.
watch
Here's the
that.
thing. Here,
Last.
let's back up one moment. I like Charlotte, and I like Ronda. At least I used to.
Yeah.
I got Charlotte fatigue, and then even more Charlotte fatigue. Ronda, I kind of fell out of love with a little bit when she was like going to like on her anti wrestling fan rants, right?
Yeah.
So
No, this is fake, right?
yeah, I mean, so there's a lot of like, I wish that I was still in the honeymoon phase with both of them, but I've kind of like, nah. But maybe that's why I'm still holding on a little bit of hope that maybe this particular match will kind of bring us around. It's Mania moments, whatever. Maybe.
My opinion for Charlotte, it's 2 words. He's spoken before.
He's
and they
spoken.
stuck with me since. Give it to me. Yahweh!
Oh,
Yahweh!
yeah. It's the Roman before he got cancer fatigue.
Yeah.
Night 2. Austin Theory, Pat McAfee.
I'm at a 7. I really, really like Pat McAfee. I like Austin Theory. I remember I wanted to not like him when he was in the way, but I really liked him in the way.
I liked him in the way too.
And
The Yahweh.
Yeah. No, a 7. I think it's gonna be fun. Pat McAfee really surprised me when there was wrestling skills.
This could steal the show for WWE in general.
Mm-hmm.
For both nights of WrestleMania. I'm at an 8. McAfee is sound, and Theory hasn't. I haven't seen Theory on the headlines of botching fucking moves that kill people.
No.
So and they're 2 young ones up and coming.
Yeah.
The only issue for me, and we mentioned this earlier, I want to tie this in. I think McAfee becomes a full-time wrestler after this, and we get Big E on commentary.
I mean,
with Michael Cole, because what do you do with McAfee after this match other than have him as a wrestler?
I mean, he
wants to wrestle.
podcast.
He's trained to wrestle. If you only keep him on SmackDown and pay-per-views, and you make people pay to watch him wrestle on SmackDown and pay-per-views, I don't see McAfee going back to the desk with Michael Cole after this. I don't. It's not a negative. I want after his match with Adam Cole, I'm all in on McAfee.
Oh yeah.
So
that's my thing.
Let me answer your question by telling a story. When I first started watching wrestling, I really, really liked Bret Hart, and one of his main feuds around that same couple of years that I started watching was him against Lawler. I never had known that previously Lawler was a very accomplished wrestler in Memphis, this and that. To me, he was just a commentator who happened to be a jerk, and he's trying to get into the ring. Like, I didn't know his fucking backstory and all this and that. Like, why is he the king? I don't get it, but that's whatever. So I could see how where Bret kicked Lawler's ass and then he went back to the commentary booth. I could see that the real wrestler, Austin Theory, will kick Pat McAfee's ass and McAfee goes back to the commentary booth. I could see that.
You have Theory winning?
I think I do. I'm at an 8 for this.
Really?
I'm at an 8 because
welcome to the group.
I know. I really like Austin Theory. I like you said, all the stuff that he did in the way. I really like Pat McAfee, and it's mostly because of their personalities and the fact that they're both something new and something different and something that are developing. Yeah, they're different. Yeah. So I think that this may be the most interesting thing that can happen.
Spit it out.
Because it's the most interesting because either way, if McAfee goes back to the booth, if he wrestles like how you're saying he might, cool. Austin Theory's going to keep wrestling
on Raw, separate.
Yeah,
tease it for Survivor Series.
I think any outcome's going to be an interesting outcome. Arnold,
I want to rewind really, really quickly.
Hector says he has an 8
to the co-main event of night 1.
Okay,
It's Rollins is in the ring. Vince McMahon comes out to introduce the mystery opponent, and
Yeah.
by prefacing by saying this person is not somebody he would normally back. And then Rebel Heart plays.
Okay,
And
it's
it's
Gargano.
fucking Johnny Gargano.
Okay.
How big would that fucking pop be in Dallas for that?
That
I just like it just randomly popped in
Yeah.
my head because the way he exited with grace. Remember, fucking Waller just like killed him. He did the right way.
Here's the only drawback. I like the idea. He's been away from NXT television for months, let alone the main roster. No one on the main roster that bought a ticket knows who a Johnny Gargano
He had a little
is.
run before the
At
COVID.
least Braun Breaker's been on television.
Not a WrestleMania crowd. A
yeah.
WrestleMania crowd knows who he is.
Yeah.
Braun's got more of a scope because he's been on Raw the last month with Ciampa doing the stuff with the Dirty Dogs. I'm not sure if Ciampa. I'm not sure if
I think Gargano gets a bigger
we're
pop.
still assuming that we're back to normal. There's still countries that can't come here, so we might
I know
not
for
get
a
the
fact
same
that the one culture
WrestleMania
guys who are
crowd.
from United Kingdom, they're already here in Dallas.
Mhm.
So here in
But
Texas.
that's not everybody.
Sure.
So we're not going to get every color of the Skittles bag that we normally get every other Mania that take over the fucking crowd.
Okay,
So
fair.
I wouldn't put
Let's
that much
fast forward
stock
again,
in that.
Yeah.
Theory and McAfee.
7, and I think McAfee wins.
I think I got Theory winning.
I'm okay with that.
And just
I'm
have
okay with that
McAfee
too.
be a grumpy ass commentator and begging for the rematch at maybe some other pay-per-view.
SummerSlam.
Hector says he has an 8 for that match. I think he's talking about this match, but I'm not sure. I haven't checked the
Well,
live
he's
chat
not
in a
talking
while.
about this next one because I'm
Okay.
not. If somebody explain to me Lashley versus Omos,
2.
0.
Why isn't Lashley like injured and he wasn't
he
supposed
He
to?
just came back
Monday.
on Raw.
He came back
Ugh.
Monday.
And like the whole thing that fucked up all the WrestleMania booking with the title and all that was because he was
He
injured.
hurt
Yeah.
his shoulder.
And he's gonna fight Omos?
Omos.
Is Omos wrestling now?
Mhm.
He's been wrestling. He's on his
He's
own.
been-
He
squashed
squashed
the fuck out of
Aziz
War
and
Machine. and
he squashed Aziz and fucking
man,
Uha.
yeah, and he squashed the War Machine
Yeah.
on Monday.
Both of them?
Both of them. Handicap match. He beat the Viking Raiders handily.
This
He
booking
never
is so
he never left his
awful.
feet.
Hmm.
This booking is
But
awful.
Titus Andromeda came back and fucking
Titus
knocked him
Andromeda.
off of his feet.
Wait, who's Titus Andromeda?
Fucking Bobby Lashley.
Oh,
It's like
okay,
Titus,
okay.
Titus Andromeda from
No, he
Unbreakable.
doesn't.
He does.
No, he
So
doesn't.
0.
I mean, okay.
Omos is winning. Fuck. They're going to bury Lashley again.
I'm at a 4. I really like Bobby Lashley.
Me too.
Like I really, really like Bobby Lashley.
Why
Me too.
But
You don't like Lashley?
You know what?
I love Lashley. He's getting fucking buried by being. What was the last
Yeah.
thing we saw Lashley in? In the chamber
In the
as
perfect
WWE champion.
He didn't
What
get a
if you had saved Lashley to beat Seth Rollins' opponent? Would that have been all right?
rematch. I would have been like,
Eh.
oh, okay, whatever.
If he got a title match the next night on Raw, yeah.
Okay.
I don't care who wins this.
I really don't either. I actually like Omos. I'm in the minority of people who like Omos, but 4, and it's because I really like Lashley.
Okay.
I'm at a -1 for Edge and Styles.
What? You're at a -1 for Edge versus Styles. I am at least at a 6
Explain yourself.
because on paper it's Edge versus Styles. I'm
Yeah,
at
but
6.
yeah, you get paper cuts by fucking paper. Here's the problem.
What?
I was at a 9 for this, but the fucking booking. Okay, AJ, is this match about you getting redemption from Edge because he almost broke your brain open like a fucking pineapple? Or is this because you want your WrestleMania moment? That's exactly the promo he cut in the locker
He
room.
doesn't have a WrestleMania moment.
So this isn't so Seth Rollins all of a sudden the Edge versus AJ. It's such personal feud that it's in jeopardy because Seth Rollins needs a fucking spot at WrestleMania. That completely derailed the whole thing for me. I can't. It's not
I think
serious
you're
anymore.
overthinking that part because that was just like
And- Concerto, he should have been gone at least a month. Sell that shit. This should have happened before Elimination Chamber, so that he would have sold the injury for 3 or 4 weeks. Like Bianca should have sold her throat box
For
for
1
6
week,
weeks
yeah.
instead of her come back a week and a half later. The whole Seth booking getting inserted, like I would have. if KO versus Austin was an actual match, I'd probably be at a 5 because Seth Rollins fucking ruined that too.
That's from Hector. He says,
Well,
"What
there's
the
a
fuck?"
reason why Hector ain't here.
Somebody throw something at Chris. There, I did that. Thank you. Yeah, there you go.
The
Hector.
booking of that was
The booking.
awful.
Okay.
Awful.
Again, I haven't been watching, so I don't see the booking. I'm just going off of paper. Off of paper, I want to see that match. Arnold, what do you say?
I'm going NJPW on this. 10, don't need no booking. They could have signed this contract 4 months ago. Said, I'll see you at Mania. I'd been.
All right,
for
then.
it.
They should have just announced this match on last Monday instead of Omos and Lashley. There's my counter. I didn't have to sit through 5 weeks of bullshit on television. There's my fucking counter, Hector.
It was bullshit. I mean, I haven't heard Edge's entrance. Apparently, it's a good song. I haven't heard it.
It's a new newer Ultra song. It's all right.
Yeah.
Booking
I
was
fail
bad.
to see how this match is.
He highlighted it for me. He
So
just said
is
he
it
doesn't
a-
need booking.
Is
so
it a new remix of Metalingus, or is it completely
it's a
new
completely
song?
new song.
Oh,
Which
okay.
is what I don't like.
Some of the end of that riff feels like it's missing something,
Yeah.
but that riff in general is pretty solid. I like it. The lyrics
I
are all
haven't heard
right
it.
too, but the booking of this whole fucking thing is just no.
He should come out to Never Gonna Stop by Rob Zombie again. One last time.
Who's winning?
AJ.
Edge.
Edge.
Edge's matches have proven that, and since he's come back, that one's not enough. They're running it back. They have to.
Edge won against Randy,
And then Randy won the comeback.
and then Edge lost. He got stacked and pinned last year.
No,
Roman.
Edge won at WrestleMania, and then Backlash was the rematch, and he got hurt, so there was never a buffer match between the two.
No, I'm talking about Manias now. He beat Randy at Mania.
He wrestled Rollins twice.
And I'm talking about Mania.
Oh,
Mania.
Well, in general.
Last year he got stacked and pinned by Roman, so he's 1-1.
Yeah.
I mean, this would be AJ's moment though, and I see Edge as the type of guy of giving him his moment to win. Because think about it, AJ Styles, he's done work at Mania. Shit, he made Shane McMahon like a fucking $1 million.
I mean, he got memed against Taker.
Yeah.
He found Jericho's youth in the first match that
one.
AJ had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he hasn't had his like moment in the sun,
Crown.
except for the moment that I was there with a guy, with the Asian, the Japanese guy. Oh no, I commit suicide now. Asian stereotype.
What the fuck?
Anyway,
Sami Zayn, Johnny Knoxville, anything goes.
0.
-2. Don't want to see it. Shouldn't be happening.
I don't care. I don't care about Johnny Knoxville wrestling.
I don't. Nope. Mm-mm.
I'd rather see Baboni.
If it was Steve-O, I'd prefer it.
Seth versus Bad Bunny.
Oh.
I mean, could.
No,
This is probably going to be
No, Triple H would be the one introducing him if it was Bad Bunny, not Vince.
No, knowing Vince, he'd probably introduce Good Bunny and he goes heel.
Yeah.
This is probably the most human thing I'm going to say all night about the WrestleMania card. I'm at a 0 because if Johnny Knoxville was an actual wrestler, he would be gone for wellness policy. He just had a fucking concussion in the fucking Jackass movie with the bull segment, and he's gonna wrestle.
Well, but
I
was
don't
that
wanna-
filmed like a year ago?
Darby Allin's in that movie.
Still,
Really?
Samoa Joe has been benched for concussions from 4 years ago. I do not want to see Johnny Knoxville die in the ring, regardless of my opinion of his talent or worthiness on the screen. I don't want to see that.
I don't want to see this.
I'm at a
match.
0. I don't want to see this at all. RK Bros, Street Profits, Alpha Academy, 3-way, Raw Tag.
Man, I would be at like a 9 if it wasn't for Alpha Academy.
You have not been watching.
I'm at an 8, and it's because of the sudden heel turn of the fucking Street Profits.
So I'm at a
Alpha
6.
Academy's winning me over.
I'm at
Wait, Street Profits
I'm
are
at an 8.
heels?
Yeah.
Because of this match,
Because of this match.
Wow.
They've gone aggressive, and I really like it. It reminds me of kind of NXT.
Before they became face. The Street
Yeah.
Profits were not really face.
No, they were heels, and they would do heelish things.
But they just got over.
They have this move that I feel like it's new, but I don't remember them doing it. It's kind of like a 3D, but into a DDT.
Okay.
All I remember was the fucking scare that Montez Ford did a frog splash and like 55 feet later almost injured Randy Orton. And
Yeah.
everybody was like,
Yeah.
oh shit,
Yeah.
Orton's out of Mania. And then the next week, Orton's
He was
back.
fine.
But it
Yeah.
looked
bad. It looked really bad. But no, okay, I was with you at Alpha Academy mid 2021. I'm like, this is stupid. I don't like it.
Beginning of 2022.
Yeah.
Now they got their own fucking Snickers
They
commercial.
have Raw matches or WWE matches.
Yeah.
In my opinion, WWE matches of the year so far. Fucking, I don't know if we've done a podcast since then. Oh, though we talked about it.
Yeah,
that tag match.
I think they made the list. RK Bro and Alpha Academy is our match of the year for a candidate for Raw so far.
Yeah, it's fucking brilliant, and
it's good.
They found their stride.
40 minutes.
Yeah.
That was
that
shit was good.
And that's still longer than this podcast.
Yes.
Yeah, and Orton and them won. The right team won. I think they're in the.
And again, I've said it. I've been saying this for a year, and it's still holding true. This is the
Alpha Academy, RK Bro, Seth Rollins, and Kevin Owens, the triple threat.
Yes.
From March 7th.
Yeah.
We put that on there.
Okay.
I've been saying this for almost a year, and it's still standing true. This is the most I've cared and liked about Randy Orton in a long time. I love Randy Orton and Matt Riddle right now.
It's kind of weird to say this at this stage of the game, but I think right now, Randy Orton's following the Attitude Era philosophy, where it's just being yourself turned up to 11.
Yeah.
And this has been the most genuine Randy Orton I've seen. And it's weird that it took Riddle to bring it out of him, but it's working. Yeah, I'm at an 8 for this match.
Yeah.
Not a big fan of the Street Profits having to be heels in this, but it's going to be fucking fun. It's going to be fire. And I've got Alpha Academy taking them back.
Really?
Yeah.
I see Alpha Academy winning too. Yeah.
I got Profits winning.
Carmella and Zelina Vega, Naomi and Sasha Banks, Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan, Natalya and Shayna Baszler, Women's Tag Team Championship, Fatal 4-Way.
I have the streak continuing.
What streak?
Natty losing?
Sasha Banks has not ever won a WrestleMania match. I think this would be 0-6.
Okay. I've got Shayna Baszler and Natalya winning.
I mean, on paper, Liv and Rhea should win. Liv deserves this fucking payoff of getting herself over the past year.
The payoffs at Money in the Bank, it's coming. It's not this.
That's what we said last year, and it didn't happen.
She wasn't her run, her like grassroots momentum had just started. Now it's like full force. This year will probably be the Money in the Bank.
I hope so. I hope you're right.
But I've got Shane. Give Shayna something. Fuck's sake.
Stop giving Natty things. Fuck's sake.
See, okay. I'm gonna go with the 4.
One for each.
No, but well, okay, sure, why not? But the reason why I'm going with the 4 is because when you were listing off that list of girls, you were like so and so and so and so, so and so and so and so, so and so and so and so, and I was like, wait a second, is this a multi-person match or is this tag? What is this? Why are you saying this like so and so and so and so?
Syncopated.
Yeah, like why were you saying that? And you're right, exactly. No teams. These seem like they were all just like mishmashed together teams for the sake of having a WrestleMania payday. So yeah, 4.
Devil's advocate, have Queen Zelina and Carmella win it, and they lose the belts to the new wives.
The new wives?
Tamina and fucking Dana Brooke.
Dana Brooke got proposed to by Reggie, and
Reggie?
Kira Tozawa proposed to
Tamina. And
they
they both
Wait,
said yes.
who?
Kira Tozawa.
So you're
Akira
missing
Tozawa.
Raw. The 24/7 feud is Dana Brooke, Reggie, Akira Tozawa, Tamina, and in the shadows, like that meme with the dude in the suit, is R-Truth and the Ref. This I take it back. It's so bad that it's good.
Yeah.
And
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It's so bad that it's good.
Yeah.
You're sure?
Yeah. He just took off his glasses.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't realize you could park a Buick on my forehead. Fuck.
This is so bad that it's good.
You got 8 girls. You got enough left for me?
What else?
Did you guys pick a winner? Did you guys even give me a
I-
number?
I want-
He gave me
I
a
don't
4.
even know who the
He
hell
gave
it
a
is.
4.
I
He just
want-
listed off half of the damn division.
I want
6.
I want Liv and Rhea to win. And
Okay.
I'm at 6.
Sure, live in Rio. Why not? I don't care.
Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, title unification. Number. Just the number.
3.
Damn.
Hey, bro, this isn't once in a lifetime. How many
Yeah.
WrestleManias that we're trying to make fetch
This
happen?
is their third main event of WrestleMania, and I was at
Just
their,
WrestleMania.
I was at the Mania, the
34.
where they were booed
Booed.
out of the building. I was yelling "Boo Earns" the whole fucking time. Like it was terrible. But this is 2022. This is their best
See, Hector.
versions of themselves. This is the best version of Brock that I.
Wait. Hector cannot leave without acknowledging his tribal chief. Acknowledge him.
This is the best Brock Lesnar that I've ever seen in 20 years.
Okay.
This is the
It's the most comfortable I've seen him. The only drawback that I have, it feels like it's a reaction to cowboy shit in AEW. If this was really Brock, he should have been doing this for 5
hot
years.
take. It's better than cowboy shit.
But
in
right
AEW.
now, Brock feels comfortable. He's himself.
Fun.
He's having fun. He's probably the only person so far in WWE history to properly handle the what chants from the audience on last Monday's Raw.
On Monday, he said, "You know what? I wanted to do this. Welcome to Monday Night Raw." He goes, "Man, that
probably
sounded like
sucked.
that sucked, but I liked it." It's like, Brock being Brock, he's just fucking coasting and he's loving it.
Hector said, "I am the tribal chief."
And Roman, I still fail to see when you stop this Roman train because I have Roman winning
You stop it at The Rock.
next year. Have him be a fucking Bruno Sammartino like years champ.
So, did you say you were out of 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm at an 8.
It's
This
fun.
isn't once in a lifetime, but this is definitely the best either of them have been. The story's been consistent.
Mhm.
One of the very few things, and it highlighted CM Punk's complaint. They can only push one thing at a time.
Yeah.
But the one thing they're pushing right now, it's been good.
So good. On
It's-
both
on
shows.
On both shows.
Both shows.
The trick is who's winning.
Roman. It's got to be Roman. What's the record right now? No. Seth won their first match.
Yeah.
Brock won their second match of Manias. I say Roman. I'm okay with Brock.
I
but
don't
say
want to
Roman.
say Roman at the expense of Brock not coming back, because I think Brock is doing a lot more
He should stay.
that he's gonna stick around.
Yeah.
But do you have him stick around at the expense of all the pressure of being unified champion and being on both shows to satiate two different networks
I'm here
and two
for it.
different audiences possibly?
I'm here for
Do
it.
you do that?
I'm going with Roman because that's a really good point. You're gonna be the champ for both shows. You're gonna travel with both. Then yeah, it's gonna be Roman. You're not gonna put that on Brock.
No.
I mean that's what caused Brock to leave in the first place, the first go around. So now that he's 15 years older, he's not doing that shit. I'm just not excited of the idea of having a unified champ.
Neither am I.
Neither am I.
It's only gonna
Unless-
last 6 months and then they're gonna do it again.
Unless this were to spawn a getting rid of the brand split, but then you're also going to have to do the exact same thing with the U.S. and Intercontinental, and you're going to have to do the same thing with the women's titles and the tag titles too. So it's like not just one unification, and I don't know if they're actually going to do that. So you're just going to have a unified big belt, and that's it. So I don't know. It just seems messy and haphazard, but I know that they've planned this for a while, but I don't know if this was the actual plan because it wasn't the plan that I was thinking after I got done watching the Royal Rumble, and it seemed as though the plan got fucked up because of Lashley's injury. So I don't know, it seems a little bit like what's the term, hot shot booking. But how do you hot shot book after, from January till March?
Yeah.
Like you have 2.5 months worth of hot shot booking, I guess. I don't know. It seems weird and disjointed to me.
That's fair.
think I've got Roman winning.
I think it's Roman winning too, because like you just said, that point you're not going to have Brock traveling between both shows.
No. Overall, which night gets your attention more? Night 1 or night 2?
One has more of the pomp and circumstances. I think night 2 is going to have a way better actual, like, I'm going to be a lot more satisfied with night 2.
Night 1 has the big mystery, and night one has Stone Cold, and also the 2 women's title matches.
Yeah, I'm going with night 1 also. That's it. That's all. That's most of WrestleMania weekend. That could have had more matches, but I knew how this. It's done. It's done.
Okay,
I'm sleeping.
It's done.
Front lawn tonight.
Yeah, I know, right? So that's
anticipation for WrestleMania. Here's the blockbuster announcement. On paper for both nights, total, I'm at a 5. But because I'm going to be there.
Oh, here we go.
I'm still at a 5.
Oh.
This has been the most disinterested I've been in a WrestleMania ever. Yes. If it was, and I've said this ad nauseum to the rest of my friends and family, if it weren't for the fact that I'm taking my nephew to his first WrestleMania, I would have probably sold my tickets and gone to indie shows for the weekend. Ring of Honor is going to blow this shit out the fucking water. There's quality over quantity, just like NXT was to the main roster. Ring of Honor is going to... It's Russia and Ukraine, dude. Ring of Honor is going to blow a fucking... It's gone.
Wait, which one's Russia and which one's Ukraine?
Ring of Honor's Ukraine. Nobody's going to see it coming until there's a huge-ass crater where WrestleMania used to be, and the fucking Cowboys are going to... Just like their record, they're going to actually play in a fucking hole.
Yes.
All right.
I'm at a 5 too, just because they're kind of both even keel. Like, hey, they've both got their pros and cons, but I'm a fucking watch because I'm a fucking chill.
We have to. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with a 3. The only reason why I'm watching is because
boot on balls.
Yes, Chris Foreman's boudin balls. Hell yeah, he's gonna cook boudin balls both nights. So I'm gonna be at his place both nights. So those boudin balls, man, they slap.
That's what he said.
Yeah, you gotta slap them balls.
We ain't wrapping up shit this week. If y'all ain't got anything else, we can call it an episode.
All right. Well, I do got some other stuff.
Oh,
April is going to be quite the month for UPW. On the next Saturday coming up, April the 9th, is UPW Gold Rush at the Santa Fe Fire Department. Steve DeMarco,
he's back.
Made his made his comeback. At least not in ring yet, but he made his comeback to wrestling here in the Houston area.
How's he doing?
We're gonna find out at UPW Gold Rush. He just kind of showed up at the main event and cost Jesse Logan the match and the title against Jason Sullivan. So what the hell is Steve DeMarco, the newest member of Blade Enterprises? Does he have a different agenda? We don't know. All we know is that he said that he is going to have a live microphone at UPW Gold Rush on this upcoming Saturday the 9th. And then the Galveston County Fair on April the 27th. Yes, that is on a Wednesday. Galveston County Fair. We're going to have a UPW show there at the county fair. So come on out if you're in the Galveston area. You know where the county fair is. Come on over there and watch some UPW wrestling. Apparently, old Johnny Blade said that he will have a open challenge, even though he's a retired manager, but he's so confident that he could take on anybody. And it looks like he's got none other than a returning Nate Slater to deal with. And Nate Slater is probably going to kill the man. If you ever seen Nate Slater, you know what I'm talking about. He is big and bad and been waiting to come back to the ring. I think it was a wrist injury that he had that kept him out of action for about 3 or 4 months. But he's back. And yeah, unfortunately.
So that's UPW. What about the other one?
I don't know.
And with that,
we're done. Adios, my friends. Keep it classy. Boom. out of here.
Oh man.
Ya es las 11.